high school.
The road to the 2024 PIHL Penguins Cup Championship comes to an end here tonight from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry. The final championship game for the Class A title as the Chartiers Valley Colts and the Greensburg Salem Golden Lions get it on with the winner raising the 2024 trophy. Good evening and welcome to 2024 PIHL Penguins Cup High School Hockey Playoff coverage. You've got the best seat in the house on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV. Alongside Kevin Zielmanski, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you here. Chartiers Valley, they are your #1 seed in Class A. The Colts come in a perfect 22-0. They're the top team out of the Blue Division and the overall #1 team in Class A. This time of year, it's a time for madness in March, Kevin. And every March has a Cinderella story. And this year, that PIHL Cinderella story, the Greensburg Salem Golden Lions. They finished 6th in the Gold Division, 16-5-2 overall. But they have spelt many an upset here to this 2024 Penguins Cup playoff bracket.
Yeah, their path started in the first round against Plum at the Pittsburgh Ice Arena, where they defeated the Mustangs 5-1, and then knocked off the first seed from the Gold Division 2-0 in Quaker Valley Quakers, and then into the semis, another favorite team that they played, the Shaler Titans. They were the second team out of the Gold Division. They won that game 2-1. So here they are in their first ever appearance in the Penguin Cup Championship game, and they're taking on the Chartiers Valley Colts, who were in this game in 2021, where they lost to the Indiana Indians 3-2 on a hat trick by Tanner Alberg for the Indians. The Colts, Matt, they last won the Penguin Cup in 1986. I was a teenager. You were not yet a teenager.
Nope,
so some history is going to be made here tonight for one of these schools.
Certainly will. And this is a matchup, Kevin, that is very similar as far as these teams in the playoffs go. Char Valley, obviously the superior regular season team. Greensburg Salem, who took the Golden Lions until the last night of the 2024 regular season to clinch their playoff spot. But so far through these postseason, both of these teams have two things in common: stellar penalty killing and even better goaltending.
Yeah, you get a look at right there at for the starting goaltender, Matthew Kohlberg, for the Chartiers Valley Colts. On the regular season, he played just shy of 918 minutes. He had a goals against average of 1, a 94.3 save percentage, and an 18-0 record. He's continued that in the playoffs, where he's combined to face 48 shots and made 47 saves for a sublime 97.9 save percentage and a goals against average of 0.5. That was like your QPA back then, Matt, 0.5. So McColberg's been outstanding. And on the other end is Tristan Gonzalez. He's been equally outstanding for the Greensburg Salem Lions. Against Plum, he faced 26 and stopped 25. All 27 shots against Quaker Valley, and then 29 of 30 against Shaler. He's faced 83 shots in the postseason, made 81 saves for almost as sublime, but nonetheless ridiculous 97.5 save percentage, which is 12 points better than the save percentage in the regular season, which is 85.6. And he had a 3.71 goals against average in the regular season. So the goaltenders have got hot. There hasn't been a lot of goals. So they're going to be a premium tonight. At least that's what we expect, which means we'll probably see a shootout.
Chartiers Valley, they come in 22-0 overall. CV, the top team out of the Blue Division, the overall #1 seed in Class A. The Colts have scored as a team 119 goals. It's an average of 5.4 goals per game. They've allowed only 25 goals against for the regular and postseason, an average of 1.1 goals against per game. Greensburg Salem, the Golden Lions come in 16-5-2. As mentioned, finishing 6th in the goal division. Greensburg Salem scoring 108 goals, an average of 4.7 goals per game. The Golden Lions have allowed 79 goals against in the regular and postseason, an average of 3.4 goals against. Star Valley led offensively by the trio of Noah Callender, Brady Nairn, and Chris DeAngelis. Callender had 44 regular season points, 30 goals, 14 assists, 44 total. Nairn 15 goals, 17 assists, 32 points. DeAngelis 16 goals, 12 assists, 28 on the regular season. And those guys have kept it in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, Callender has 3 goals, 2 assists for 5 points. He now has 49 on the season. Nairn has added 4 assists for 36 total points. DeAngelis 1 goal, 2 assists. He's got 3 postseason points for now, is 31. And also Tyler Held, who had 1-1 last in the semifinals. He has 2 goals and 1 assist for 3 points for a total of 24 now on the season.
Greensburg Salem led by the trio of Carter Chirac, Hunter Webb, and Chase Kushner. Chirac had 42 regular season points, 19 goals, 23 assists. Webb 18 goals, 13 assists for 31 points. And Kushner also hitting 30 points with 15 goals and 15 assists.
Chirac has added 3 assists in the postseason. He now has 45. Hunter Webb has 4 points in the postseason, 1 goal, 3 assists. Kushner has 1 goal. That was in the semifinal game. But the player that has emerged to step forward in the playoffs for the Lions is number 55, Luke Dieter. He had 9 goals during the regular season, Matt. He has 3 in the postseason, included 1 in the semifinal. That was on a penalty shot. That was
the game-winning goal.
Game-winning goal, a slow-motion penalty shot, as he is very methodically came down the ice with it, put it between the pad and the stick of the keeper, and was able to tuck it home on the backhand in the middle of the second period, what turned out to be the game-winning goal.
Well, Kevin, if we were doing themes as far as music go for this one, for Chartiers Valley, it would definitely be Stained. It's been a while since the Colts have won a Penguins Cup championship. For Greensburg Salem, cue up the foreigner. It feels like the first time the Golden Lions have been here.
Yeah, we were talking about this beforehand, trying to figure it out. The Greensburg Salem Lions were a member of the league for a long time. Then they were in the Open Division, which is now the D2. Then they went away for a short period of time. We can't really nail it down. They played in the Laurel Mountain League, and then they've come back recently because we confirmed that the coach for Greensburg Salem, he played for the Lions when they were in that Laurel Mountain League.
And when they won that Laurel Mountain League championship.
Yeah, and now they're back in the PIHL, and it's kind of been a slow build. They had a good season last year. The playoffs did not go as they expected.
They fell victim to Cinderella last year to the Golden Lions. They lost in the semifinals to Kiski area, who wore the glass slipper last year.
Yeah, Kiski got on a run. They beat Greensburg Salem 3-1 in the semis before defeating Fox Chapel 4-1 in the Penguin Cup.
The winner of this game will take on either Unionville or Hershey. That game underway tonight. That game is actually 2-0 Hershey in the second period. Those winners will start off for the Class A Pennsylvania Cup this weekend.
At 11 a.m. at the Haverford Stadium.
Stadium with a K, cats and kittens.
Yes.
They're fancy. Teams are lined up. We're getting ready to get this one underway. The final of 4 championships here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry tonight.
And now to honor America and those who serve her, please rise if you're able, remove their hats, and direct your attention to the flags above the scoreboard for the singing of our national anthem by Commander Richard Manning from the Allegheny County Sheriff's Office.
portion of the national anthem here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. We are at capacity and then some, Kevin. A sellout, standing room only, as the 2024 Class A Penguins Cup will be decided between Chartiers Valley and Greensburg Salem.
900 tickets sold, Matt, and they're piled in.
Certainly are.
Could use a few more seats to place some people.
Yeah, the popularity has definitely grown over the years. The Penguins Cup Championships moved here to the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex back in 2016, and they have continued to grow every year. And as you said, it's a full house and then some. Might need a better fit, a bigger fit in the future.
Coaching staff for the Salem Lions: Corey Mensch, Jason Outley, Cody Ostad, and Nick Rosati. For the Colts, head coach Paul Benetti. I know Paul a little bit. He was coaching in the league for a while. Then he took 10 years off, and he came back to the CV Colts, and he's been building to this ever since. Mike Kennedy, Tony Franzetta, Tony Crignali, and a few other names. We don't know if they're on the bench here tonight. That would be CJ O'Shell and Dave Yanko. So big staffs. Sometimes they roster some of the JV coaches just in case some people don't make it, but the Salem Lions are putting their line out. The Colts have last change, so they're going to be able to do the matchups here tonight as the #1 seed. And we're ready to roll here, Matt.
Left to right, CV will move it, decked out in the white, red, and blue. Right to left, Greensburg Salem moves it in the gold, brown, and white. Sticks down at center ice in the 2024 Class A Penguins Cup is underway. Chase Kushner hammered on the far side as we get things started. And a big body check thrown out by Brady Nairn to get it started. Greensburg Salem sets it up in their own end. First meeting of the season between these teams, Kevin. Unlike the other classifications where the championship finalists had seen each other in the regular season, Class A does not cross over until the playoffs. So the first meeting between the Colts and the Golden Lions here on the big stage.
Yeah, more members in this classification. It's just not able to cross over, so they stay within their gold or blue division.
Puck drop back to Kushner. Looking for Fink at the left point, stolen away. And here comes Noah Callender back the other way, 1-on-3. Tries to split the defense. Cut off on a good defensive play by Dylan Swarzinski. And around to the right side it goes. Chase Kushner trying to find an outlet. Nairn, who's had a very active first shift, keeps it in. Nairn battling against Fink. Fink pushes through into the CV zone, but back the other way come the Colts. Here comes Austin Tornabetti. Steal back the other way. Greensburg Salem thought they were offside, but they actually weren't on that steal there by the Colts on her left.
Yeah, their fans started screaming because they thought the Colts had too many because the defenseman changed on that side.
Puck dumped into the Greensburg Salem zone. Romeo Isoli pressuring Noah Outley back into the lower right corner. CV wins the puck. Mikey Kingerski, though, chases it down for Greensburg Salem. Unable to clear it out, kept into the point, thrown back towards the net. Blocked down in front of the net by Noah Outley. Outley up the near side, steal by Chartiers Valley, and that's going to be held. Centering try and ripping the wide, fanning a bit there was DeAngelis.
Good play by Dieter to sag into the slot to pick up that Colt player that came right down.
Long shot by Held from outside the blue line, stick to side by Gonzalez. DeAngelis working down low. Chris DeAngelis, but stolen back the other way. And here comes Greensburg Salem to the right side. Luke Dieter sticked off the puck. Webb pulled down. CV coming back the other way. DeAngelis pushed it up. Thrown back into the zone. Swarzinski slows it down behind Gonzalez. Passing it over to the right side. And resetting in their own end are Greensburg Salem. Looking for the outlet here up the near side. And that's Cooper Outley. Challenged on the play there by Gavin Waldron. Back behind the net it goes. And it ends up with the net coming off, and we'll get a whistle in the Greensburg Salem zone to our right, 2.5 into this opening period.
See right there, the net has to be placed back on its mooring. They don't go deep into the ice for safety reasons. It's just a little bit of a peg that gets pushed down in there. We're gonna have a face-off in the neutral zone just outside the Salem Lions blue line here.
Face-off won by CV. Yanko battling for it. Pushed over to the right side now. Here comes Ryan Kumpf. Swarzinski cuts it off as they enter the Greensburg Salem line. The Golden Lions set at the length of the rink and an icing call against the visitors. Brings the face-off back into the zone to our right.
As a coach, man, I always thought it was important in these big games early in the game to try to run through your lines. Anybody that you think you're going to need during the game, get them involved, get their legs moving, because if you have them sit there for too long and then you call upon them late in the game, that's just a very difficult thing to ask them to do.
Face-off won by Char Valley. Gavin Waldron works the puck around on the far side. Pinching in there is Ryan Kumpf. Cleared out by Kushner. CV needs a touch up to get back on side. Greensburg Salem gets the outlet. Steal by Waldron. But it misses as it comes off the boards. Fink sends it across the rink. Taken away. Now a chance on the right side. Centering feed to Sherlock, but he can't turn it over. Nice job by Sean Taylor for Char Valley to break that one up. Back the other way. Kushner finishes his check as Luke Hines took it coast to coast. Fink colliding with Tornabeni. CV gets it back. Kushner puts the hip out, takes down Hines. As physicality picks up here.
That's a way to get rid of the nerves.
Held circles back through center red. Trying to put it on side, but it's going to be off. And they'll face it off in the neutral zone.
CV bench is looking for an interference on that hip check he called right around the dot in front of the CV bench. You get a look on your screen right there. Romeo Isolde for the CV Colts. He comes into this with 8 goals, 15 assists in the regular season, 23 total points, nothing in the postseason yet.
Face-off won by the Colts. DeAngelis chips it into the zone. Back after it, there's Max Addison. Addison whiffs on a check. Kingerski tries to step in to help out. Dylan Swerzinski playing it over to the far side. Addison still can't get it out. Kept in by Char Valley. Too far for Nairn as it comes back behind the net. And the defense partner, Swerzinski, moving it ahead to Kingerski. Kingerski ahead to Webb. Webb 1-on-2, trying to work his way around Dylan Zielmanski. Webb gets to the puck first and gets pushed into the boards on a good body check by Held. 4-man scrum down low. Greensburg Salem comes away with it. Left point pass. Swerzinski through traffic. Saved by Kohlberg. As that puck changed direction, but Kohlberg keeps it out.
High tip by Kingerski right in the slot. He was able to get his stick about thigh high, extended into the slot area on that shot coming from the point. I believe that was taken by Dylan Swerzinski. And Kingerski was able to get the shaft of his stick to redirect it. Kohlberg had to be sharp to be down in the butterfly facing that one to make that save in his chest. I believe that's his first shot on goal. It is. If you look at the scoreboard, first save for Kohlberg.
Face-off won by Char Valley. Tyler Held over to the left side. DeAngelis trying the lead pass for Tornabeni. It goes all the way to the Greensburg Salem net. Gonzalez plays it softly over to the far side, and Tornabeni the first man there. Tornabeni banged off the puck on a good solid check by Noah Outley. But Chartiers Valley going to keep the puck in. Down low, Tornabeni with the puck. Hit again. This time it's Addison taking him out. Swerzinski gets it back the other way. Addison and Tornabeni continue to exchange pleasantries in the corner. As Greensburg Salem finds the outlet over here to the near side. Held, able to hold as he fires it back towards the net. Tornabeni in tight, tries to backhand feed. Addison gets enough of it to direct it wide. Webb ahead, shipped forward there by Luke Dieter. Kingerski chases on. Outley will take the puck back in his own zone. Over to Swerzinski. And Swerzinski sets it up. Pushes the puck ahead. And we see Jeremiah Falk dump and chase. Ace Klingensmith in there as well. And this third line joined by Kason Ty, the senior forward, who missed the last game, Kevin, after being suspended for being ejected from the Greensburg Salem's quarterfinal round victory over Quaker Valley. So Ty back out there to take his spot on the third line. As back the other way comes Held. Rising wrister fought off with the blocker by Gonzalez.
Off the rush, that was a good chance for the Colts. Just high over Gonzalez in the net right there.
Broken stick down near the Greensburg Salem net. Klingensmith finishes his check, but it's kept in by Chartiers Valley. Darian Strohsnyder towards the net. Falk back the other way, moves it ahead to Ty. Ty gets around Hines down the left wing side. Ty in tight. Pad save made as Kohlberg puts the right leg against the near post. Waldron going to come back the other way. Ty gets back and bumps him off the puck. Maybe a little bit extra energy there, Kevin, after having a night off.
Yeah, he's willing to get engaged in this game after having that night off. He's at both ends of the ice. What a good shift for Ty.
Swerzinski resets in his own end for Greensburg Salem. And the Golden Lions look for the breaker out here. Pass here up the near side. It's off the skates of Fink. And Waldron brings it back the other way for CV. Gavin Waldron broke the zone, but taken back by the Golden Lions. Out it comes. Up to the right side. Fink going to take it here on the left wing pass and bank it down low. Chirac going to give chase. Paddling down there against Taylor. Force it loose. Fink in tight. Save Kohlberg. And there is no rebound. Good forecheck by Carter Chirac. Fink got the shot on, but Kohlberg closes the door.
Yeah, the path both of them took was really good. Chirac went around. He tried to cut it off. Right there, you can see him cut it off. Fink was behind him, so it bounced back to Fink. That was out of screen right there. So Chirac took away the boards on the outlet. The defenseman loved to rim it. He took away the rim. It bounced to Fink. Kohlberg was tracking the rim. He didn't see the deflection, and he almost had a chance to tuck it in. As we see the official clean up the debris, I wanted to mention Gonzalez did a smart thing there, Matt. That broken shaft was near the post, and he pushed it away to the corner.
Face-off win. Kushner from the draw. Save Kohlberg. Puck loose in the slot. Kohlberg lost his stick.
It's a yard sale.
Kushner lost his as well, so Kohlberg picks it up. Kushner goes to the bench. Greensburg Salem keeps it in, but Zielmanski able to move it around. And out now come the Colts through center red. Loose puck. Found there by Chirac. Hell tried to line him up. Chirac breaks his stick as he ran through the attempt of the check there by Tyler Hell. Well, we're in Cranberry. 84 is all the way in Washington County, but 84 lumber is happening on the ice here.
And Callender just hit that blade.
And that gives Fink a chance back, but his shot's blocked by Zielmanski. It's mayhem here in the early going. Sidestep with a check, but kept in. Fink with it. As Kingerski had lined up Nairn, and Nairn a little slow to go to the bench. Kingerski, I thought Nairn sidestepped him, but he got enough for him to
feel the impact.
Definitely. Long shot, glove down by Gonzalez. And Noah Outley back the other way for Greensburg Salem. Lead feet up the right eye. Here comes Webb, drags, wrist, save made. Rebound loose, Kohlberg! Denial seems it had to come as he stops the rebound and keeps it scoreless.
Well, Kohlberg might not be happy with himself for letting up that first rebound, but he was able to track it right there to the deflection. He doesn't absorb it real well, but he stays square. He doesn't give him much to shoot at in terms of just the corners inside, but he was in tight to really get it to that upper corner. So Kohlberg in good position to make the save there and keep it scoreless.
Luke Dieter with that follow-up try. As you mentioned, he's had the hot hand in the playoffs for Greensburg Salem. And now the Golden Lions, after being outshot early by the count of 4-1, have a 7-5 edge in shots. Webb takes it towards the net, triple team. And now with it now comes Romeo Isoli. Isoli with speed, going to dump it back in behind the Golden Lions net. Noah Outley there. Isoli finishes him off and forces the puck loose in the circle. Shot blocked. As the try there from Braden Knight was blocked by the defense of Greensburg Salem. Tough angle shot goes wide. Mikey Kingerski got the block, and the puck comes out. A break for Greensburg Salem to get a fresh line on.
Yeah, no icing. It was a shot by the Colts. They're going to get the stretch play. Good read.
They get a steal. Case in time. Ty comes in. Wrister coming. And Kohlberg makes it look easy with the glove save.
Well, Matt, we're seeing halfway through the first period the difference that Case and Ty makes for this team. I mean, this is a stretch pass attempt. He read it well coming off the bench. First guy off the bench has to go far to cut off that seam, that stretch pass. And Ty, being the left shot, was able to catch it and continue on the forehand for a counterattack. He's been at both ends of the ice. He's been smart.
Face-off won by Ty. Pushes it back towards Falk, who can't handle it. Back to the neutral zone. Swerzinski sets up. Greensburg Salem has to reset and get onside. And the Golden Lions set it back up. Pass up the right side, chipped into the zone here by Bryce Ferris. Ferris chasing after the puck, bringing it around to the near side. Pressure put on here by Jeremiah Falk. To the far wall it goes. Gavin Waldron turns it over. It's Case and Ty. With the steal, loses his edge coming down the boards. And a chance for Char Valley to reset. Ryan Kumpf up the near side, works with Strohsnyder, and out it comes. Drop pass from Waldron, back to Kumpf, cut off by Ferris. And it turns into an opportunity back the other way. Wrist shot coming, fired wide by Chirac. To the neutral zone. Swerzinski settles, then gives it away. Kumpf with the steal. Swerzinski trying to get back, and good help on the play there by Noah Outley, bailing his defense partner out. Shot taken by Kumpf from the wall. Swerzinski, another block, and then Swerzinski finishes it off with a heavy check. Point try from Held. Sent to the net. save made and held by Tristan Gonzalez.
A little bit of activity in the corner here. Swarzinski down on one knee for the first block, and then he goes into the corner and finishes the check. That was an awkward fall face first into the corner as that puck was shot towards Gonzalez, and he had to make that save. Gonzalez likes to go down, Matt, and he kind of stays down. He's very tall. He can cover the top half of the net with that. So as a CV Colt, you want to go to school on that.
Face-off won by the Colts, but the shot blocked, and now back the other way comes Jake Fink. It's a bouncing off the back of the Chartiers Valley net. Dylan Zielmanski takes it there. Greensburg Salem gets the steal, but good recovery by the Colts, and back now comes Callender. Callender drags as DeAngelis going to the net, drops it, but nobody there. And here comes Kushner back the other way. 3-on-2, Kushner leads. Looking for someone to go in front to Sherrock. Save! Coburg right in front. Sherrock targeted the 5-hole, and Coburg closes the door. Callender back the other way, tries to get around Outley. No, Outley cuts him off. And Fink resets. Cross ice pass, looking for Kushner. Callender turns it back into the Greensburg Salem zone. Golden Lions turn it back into CV territories. They get fresh lines out. Held gonna rip this one towards the net from center red, wide of the cage. And Swarzinski works back behind the net. Addison bumped back to Swarzinski. Outlet pass here up the left side. It's gonna be Webb leading the charge. That's Kingerski going towards the net. Goes that way. Great recovery, though, by Chartiers Valley. As Joey DeAngelis got back to break it up, and he trips over Kingerski, who lost his stick. Addison stands his man up as they try to enter to the Colts. Second try, Tornabene. Saisoldi was stood up by Kingerski. And now we go again. Kingerski comes back here to Swarzinski. Loose puck in the Greensburg Salem zone. Tornabene finds it, turns it towards the net. Stick save made by Gonzalez. Addison in the corner, over to Dieter. Four-man scrum there. Addison joins it. He'll find the puck. Goes to Dieter along the far wall. Kept it at the left point. And fed back towards the net by Zielmanski. Around the horn it comes. Into the corner we go. Centering feed, taken away.
Foot race.
And a good defensive play by Chartiers Valley. The man coming off the bench, Hines, broke it up.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to have a breakaway. It was only because the defenseman went for a change.
Pass to the right side here, intended for Jeremiah Falk from Cooper Outley. And Ty has to reset into his own end. Kumpf makes the steal as the puck bounces off the boards. Good work by Jeremiah Falk. Long shot back towards the net, misses. Cooper Outley here along the near boards. Kept in at the left point by Taylor, but then it bounces over the stick and out. Chartiers Valley needs a touch up to get back on side. CV sets up in their own end. Swarzinski pressured by Waldron, who finishes his check. Taylor from the right point throws it around the rink and down low. Addison leans on Waldron, comes away with the puck. Almost turns it over in front of his net. Now squeezes it over here to the left side. Out it comes. Cooper Outley misplays it, but able to recover and wrap it off the boards as Greensburg Salem gets a line change on. Chartiers Valley out with it. Up the right side, here comes Chris DeAngelis. Bouncing puck wide of the net. Slowed down here, Luke Dinkle. Over to the far side. Kushner, pumped from behind as he pushes it back into the neutral zone. Char Valley setting up along the left side. Naren leaves the puck. It's taken back by the Golden Lions, and here they come. Puck drop back, Fink backhands it towards the net, juggled by Kohlberg, but then he'll decide to cover it up with Sherrock bearing down on it.
Well, I think we're starting to get a feel for why we were discussing the goaltenders before in the open, right? Just the goaltenders all over the place here, making the saves. 10 shots on goal for the Salem Lions, 7 for Char Valley Colts right now, and it doesn't seem, Matt, that many of those 17 shots are very threatening, so credit the defensive play of both teams, and then good luck getting past the goalies here tonight.
Addison loses it at the point, and here comes DeAngelis down the left side. DeAngelis passing it over to Callender with the pass behind him, unable to make it happen. And then Addison finished Callender off with a good open ice hit. Back the other way comes Greensburg Salem. Carter Sherrock ahead now to Kushner. Kushner jumps to the Sherrock. Rister coming, save made. Kushner battling for the rebound, but a good stick check keeps it from happening. Kushner to Swarzinski at the left point. Throws it to the net, blocked by Naren. Sherrock finds it. Kushner in the circle, fires wide. Sherrock gives chase behind the net. Kushner gonna find it here along the left side. Kushner walks it out. Pushing it into the circle. Taken away, but then kept in at the point. Good job by Kushner, but a better play by Brady Nairn, who comes back 1-on-2. Nairn trying to drag it to the outside. Swarzinski tees him up. Nairn gets around him. Ends up on his backside. Swarzinski recovers and plays some strong defense there. Up the right side. Here comes Sharrock 1-on-3. Sharrock down the right wing. Nice poke check by Taylor. As Charvalli keeps the defense. Out of the zone it comes, and then Webb tries to blast it in and partially fans. Sticked aside by Colbert. Back to the neutral zone. Isolde makes the steal. Now pushed ahead on the right side to Braden Knight. Knight gonna dump it in. Tornabenny tries to chase. He and Kingerski get tangled up, and both men end up on the ice. This pass is too far by Greensburg Salem, and it will be icing. Face off back into the visitor zone to our right. 2:25 left here in this opening period. No score yet. It's been a good one though so far.
Well, those were the two most threatening opportunities for both sides. Off to the D-zone draw. CV got on the rush here with a little block. Here comes the 2-on-1. Good close down from the left D. Forced that pass that was unable to connect with the Colts.
Face off one, back to the point. Hines going to wrap it around. Noah Outley after it there. Backhands it over to the far side. An opportunity here for Luke Dieter to get it out. Dieter ahead now to Hunter Webb. Webb cut off at center red and played back the other way by Luke Hines. Over to the far side. Dieter will be the first man there. Tries to find Kingerski, who's cut off. And now outlet pass to the center red line. Pushed back by Charvalli and Sean Taylor. Taylor goes up, uses the glove, and fires towards the net where Gonzalez uses the glove to hold it. Taylor and Webb jostle at center ice. And Webb going to backhand the puck onto Taylor's stick. Kingerski, though, forces it free. Now Falk for Greensburg Salem, battle against Hines in the corner. Hines going to take the puck around here to the far side. Looking to find some room up the right. Isolde has it. Falk finds it. Rister coming. And firing wide. There is Jeremiah Falk. Hines is without a stick right now. Huge hit behind the net. As Hunter Webb brings the boom and flattens Zielmanski. So there's Strohschneider who felt it. Swarzinski with the soft shot that is deflected wide after that heavy check. It's Greensburg Salem moving. Players losing a glove was Falk. Someone lost a stick.
The yard sale continues.
Yes. Final minute of the period. Around the horn with it. Here comes Held. Finds Callender. Callender breaks center edge. Tries to stick it to himself. Cut off at the line. Shoulders bang, but it's Greensburg Salem back the other way. Klingensmith leads the charge. He'll dump in and chase after his own. Dump in there. Zielmanski finds it first. Trying to flay it out. It comes back into the circle. Swarzinski gets around Callender. Here he comes. Long shot. Saved by Coburg. And he holds on to the rebound.
Coburg right on top of his crease right there. He seems to be very, very comfortable operating in the paint, square to the shots. I saw the signs, Matt, for the student sections when I come in. I didn't see the yard sale signs. We've had 2 broken sticks, 2 drop sticks, and a glove in the first period. Good and low prices to be had.
Yeah, it's not inexpensive equipment. Back to the point. One-timer by Outley blocked. Kept in though at the right point. Trying to chip it into the corner there is Jake Fink. CV going to bring it back the other way. Greensburg Salem resets in the neutral zone. Outley going to feed it in. And to the far side it goes. Zielmanski finds it. Brings it back here to the near side. Kushner makes the steal, then gets bumped off by CV. And out to the neutral zone it comes. Final few seconds of the period. Chipped back into the Chartiers Valley zone as the horn sounds to end period number 1. A spirited 17 minutes of hockey in the books here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry. Your score after 1 in the Class A Penguins Cup Championship. Greensburg, Salem, and Chartiers Valley. Goose eggs on the board. We'll take a break and be back with period number 2. You're watching the 2024 PIHL Penguins Cup High School Hockey Championships on TenbandTV and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Back here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry, Class A Penguins Cup Championship. Chartiers Valley, Greensburg Salem scoreless after one. Alongside Kevin Zielmanski, Matt Vandriak with you here as the 2024 Road to the Penguins Cup is on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV. Kevin, no goals, 21 total shots, a lot of physicality, a lot of lost equipment as well.
About 4 or 5 minutes into this one, there were only 3 shots on goal. So now they have 21 at the end of the first. That shows you how the pace of play and the offense picked up once the lines kind of went through one turn and were able to settle into the game. A couple good scoring chances, one in transition for the Colts, and then a good drop pass by the Lions. What do you got from the Flyers Cup?
3-0 Hershey leads Unionville in the third period. Puck dumped in as the team switch sides here. Char Valley left to right, Greensburg Salem the opposite way. Char Valley had the better of the play early on, Kevin. They had 4 of the first 5 shots, but then Greensburg Salem would tilt the ice. Both goaltenders perfect in period number 1. Matt Kohlberg stopped all 13 he faced, while Tristan Gonzalez turned aside the 8 shots that were put on him.
That would be Hershey's first Flyers Cup championship for Hershey High School. So I'm sure they're pretty excited out in the suburban Philly right now.
About a period to go in that one. Long shot from the right point, fired wide. And now with it,
2-on-1.
Carter Chirac, 2-on-1. Chirac leads the charge. Passing to the left side, Fink can't handle it. Chirac in tight, score! If you smell what Chirac is cooking, Carter Chirac opens the scoring.
Well, it's a 2-on-1 where the pass was just behind, intended for Chirac, made it across to his teammate. It was left there. Chirac wisely went to the slot. He was able to find it, put it home on the backhand. As you see the celebration towards the student section for Chirac, his first of the playoffs. That's his 20th of the season. He is now a 20-goal scorer. And to our listening audience, my partner is very happy because he was sitting on that call for a long time waiting for Chirac to score.
Carter Chirac gives Greensburg Salem the lead, striking 40 seconds, I believe, into this second period. And we'll see if Chartiers Valley answers.
His first to the playoffs, scored by number 86, assisted by number 65, Jake Fink.
Fink is the only assist. And it comes 37 seconds into the second period.
So it was Chirac trying to pass it to Fink. It was a little behind Fink, and he left it in the slot. Chirac went there to found it, and on the backhand somehow found the hole to slide it through Kohlberg.
Let's talk about things, Kevin. We talked about how unfamiliar these teams are by not playing each other all season. When we talked to the head coaches in the last round in the Char Valley, Indiana game, both coaches talked about how foreign it feels to meet a team for the first time in the semifinals. That's one foreign entity for Chartiers Valley. But the Colts, perfect on the season. How many times they had to play from behind this year?
I don't think ever. Very few times that they had to play from behind. So this is going to be a different challenge for them.
Up the right side, Waldron drops it for Yanko, who resets. Dayton Yanko over to the right side, and he will misfire there between the Colts, but Hines there to clean it up. And out it comes back into the Greensburg Salem zone. Max Addison tracks it down, plays it off the window. Back to center red. Waldron makes the steal. Outley will clear it back to the neutral zone where Taylor returns volley for Char Valley. Greensburg Salem dumps it in. Puck takes a weird bounce onto the meshing. Referees say play on as the Colts settle down and bring it out. Up the right side, here comes Chartiers Valley. Ryan Kumpf dumps it in. Luke Tinkle, first man of the puck for Greensburg Salem, brings it over here. Hines throwing it back towards the net, going to go wide. Over to the far side, Kumpf dumps it deep. Noah Outley has it there. Tries to come back the opposite way. Good hold at the right point there by Zielmanski. Tie on, forces the puck loose. And his skates can't find it. Outley thumped by Kumpf. I'm a poet that didn't know it. And out comes Greensburg Salem with it. Here comes Falk back. Has a man to his left. It's Ferris. Rising shot by Falk goes wide. And Ferris after the puck into the corner. Loses his stick as the puck comes back to the point. Outley keeps it in. Down low, looking for Ferris, taken away by Zielmanski. And he leads the charge back the other way for CV. Zielmanski, nice pass. But Knight unable to turn it over as he was relentlessly pursued on the play by Outlet. Chirac back the other way, looking to go back to Falk. And it goes just wide. Good defense on the play by Chartiers Valley. Nice job by Nairn to get back. Addison steals. Softly fires towards the net, gonna go wide. Down low, forcing after it there is Kushner. Kushner around here to the near side. Addison finds it again. Banks it off the end boards. And Char Valley's Tyler Held trying that lead pass, looking for Callender way too far. And icing against the Colts. Bring the face-off back into the home zone to our right. With 13:34 left here in this second period.
So the last appearance, 2021, the Colts played Indiana. 4 players from that team are still on this team. DeAngelis, Isolde, Hines, and Taylor for the Colts. So they bring a little bit of championship game experience to this match tonight against the Greensburg Salem Lions. Of course, they don't have anybody that's been in the Penguin Cup, as this is their first appearance in program history.
Up the left side, carried back by Char Valley's Austin Eptimitis. Eptimitis bumped off in the corner, 4-man scrum down there. And now Chirac will join to make it 5. Chirac with the only goal of the game, trying to work the defensive end, but it's Char Valley that comes away with it. Chirac stood up by Isolde, but he gets the puck out. And now the puck played back towards the Greensburg Salem zone. Addison bumped by Zielmanski, who forced it loose. Here comes Zielmanski, but cut off by Swerzinski. Centering feed, Swerzinski there again. Dylan Swerzinski, a steady presence on the blue line, then gets knocked off the puck by Austin Eptimitis. And now we're going to have our first penalty of the game. As taken down was Fink, and Char Valley will head to the penalty box. Greensburg Salem will get the man advantage. Greensburg Salem in the regular season, Kevin, 28.8% on the power play, but just 1 for 11 in the 2024 playoffs. Char Valley's regular season penalty kill, 92.6%. They're a perfect 11 for 11 in the postseason. As you see the tripping call there against Tyler Held.
Held got a little bit too far outside the dots on the outside shoulder leverage of that forward who tried to jump around him towards the slot. And he took him down for the first penalty of the game with 12:48 remaining in the second period.
Face-off won by Greensburg Salem. Webb back to the left point, but Outley can't hold on to it. Comes to Chirac. Chirac back to Noah Outley. Noah Outley, the captain of this Greensburg Salem team. Drags it all the way around to the top of the right circle, now down low. Outley going to switch directions. CV had it for a second, trying to clear, kept in on the pinch over there by Webb. Webb and Outley will switch roles now. Dieter tries to join the fray, but it's cleared out. Another strong defensive play by Char Valley Sean Taylor.
Second period, long change. Important if you're going to come off, you got to get that puck really deep into the opposition zone to make him retreat so you can complete that change for your 2 forward penalty killers.
Comes Greensburg Salem out. Carter Chirac can't handle the cross-ice pass as 50 seconds have gone by in this Greensburg Salem power play. Chirac over to Outley. Outley brings it in as Webb towed the line. He'll dump it in. Hustling after it there for Char Valley is Luke Hines. Greensburg Salem trying to get a change, and that forced Swerzinski to come out of the zone. Now he turns the puck over almost. Chirac there to find it, push it forward, and cleared back again by Char Valley. Luke Hines sends it in with 45 seconds remaining on this Golden Lions man advantage, and Char Valley's penalty kill has been masterful here so far.
Yeah, we get a feel for why they're at 100%.
Here comes Swerzinski, all the way to the left side, finished off by Tornabeni. Into the lower corner, Webb after it, battling down there against Hines. Kushner going to join the fray, frees up to Kingerski. Kingerski behind the net, looks it over. Webb works his way in front of the cage. It's fed there, and then trickles just wide, and CV gets the clear. Out the length of the ice, good work.
Almost got it off the skate. I thought originally he was going to try to pick it up lacrosse style, and he centered it from the other side of the net and almost deflected in off the skate.
Last rush here, Ty leads the charge. Tries to break it to the slot, double team. Good work there by Zielmanski and Strohsnyder, and this one hits the meshing as the penalty expires. So Char Valley gets the kill and keeps themselves a perfect
12 for 12.
Yep, in the postseason.
On the season, 113 goals for, 24 in the regular season for the Colts. And in the playoffs, they've only allowed 1 goal. That was to Indiana. 4-0 shutout over Moon. Semifinal 2-1 win over Indiana. So this is the second goal they've given up in the postseason, which just Matt kind of points out, you mentioned how often have they played from behind. It's impossible to know unless we reviewed every game, but I think the answer is very rarely have they been behind.
Back to even strength. Good body check there by Char Valley's Austin Eptimitis. And he's going to feed it ahead here to Chris DeAngelis. DeAngelis dumps it into the corner. Outley will find it over to the left side, trying to move it out. Here's Kushner, fired back by CV, but wide along the left wing side. And past Zielmanski, but held, who, like Lane Staley from Malice in Chains, was the man in the box, is back on. Into the CV zone. Greensburg Salem clears way too far. And icing the call against the Golden Lions brings the faceoff back into the visitor zone to our left.
It's time for the Colts to settle in, build upon that penalty kill. Try to get the momentum swung back in their favor after the goal by the Lions. It was kind of an even early on as everybody was just kind of getting a feel for the game. The Salem Lions kind of grabbed control of this one, Matt. Now CV's got to respond after the penalty kill.
Face-off win, but unable to turn the shot over was Callender. Now he tries to backhand it towards the net and has it blocked out as Kushner blocked it. Fed back, CV onside as Callender dumps it in. Knight going to chase after it, cut off by Swarzinski, reverses the puck back here to the near side. Shot towards the net, partially blocked, loose in the circle as Addison got a piece of that offering from Callender, and back to the neutral zone it comes again. CV going to throw this one in from the wrong side of the red line as, well, Freddie Mercury would say another one bites the dust in the corner, and we're going to bring the face-off back to the CV zone after the icing. Addison got a smile on his face.
Yeah, he lost an edge. It happens. You don't like to have it when we're streaming it in the championship game or particularly right in front of the CV student section, but nevertheless, that was a good face-off play in the offensive zone for the Colts. Callender come off the boards as a left shot on the right side, and I caught the reaction of Coach Benetti. He was looking for a hooking call, and he really had a good point there.
Puck played over to the far side. Fink going to dump it back down low. Chirac, who has the only goal of the game. It came 37 seconds into the second period. Battling down low, but Char Valley going to win it. Here comes Held. Up the near side. Isolde going to bring it out. Gets across center red. Isolde going to go coast to coast. Tries to get the wrister off. And that shot blocked by Fink. Chirac back the other way. 1-on-2. Tries to split the defense. Held got a piece of it, and now Colbert comes out as Chirac ends up in the net and takes it with him.
Couldn't get to the puck to put it in the net. So he went sliding on the belly flop, on the slip and slide, right down the slot, heading in between the pipes. So Chirac now has one goal with the puck and one goal with his body.
Chirac.
They're going to come outside because he knocked the net off, so the face-off will come outside the offensive zone for the Lions. They're going to have to drop it just outside the D zone of the Colts here.
Chirac wins the face-off, and Fink going to move it ahead. Chirac chases after it. Good defensive work by Taylor, who's a steady presence on the CV blue line as well. Very impressed with his play. Kevin against Indiana. I think two of the better defensive defensemen you're going to see in the classification. Taylor and Swarzinski for their respective side. Hines back to the net. Stick save by Gonzalez, and he keeps it out.
You got that skate against that right post. That left pillow down along the ice. Make sure you squeeze it down so there's no room for that puck to slide under there. We weren't sure because he didn't react at first, man. So a little shoulder fake to the inside, outside, on net. Gonzalez dropped as that puck was sliding along the ice. So that was a fraction of a second for being a little too late and would have went under his pad.
Face-off win, fired towards the net by Chris DeAngelis and wide. Webb going to reverse it back behind the net. No Outley there, up the near side to Dieter. Dieter able to chip it back to the neutral zone with the puck slowed down by Char Valley's Tyler Held. Held all the way to the net, and that one goes wide, and they're going to, is that icing or offsides?
Well, we'll see where they're going to drop it. The other linesman is retreating from the D zone, so that indicates it's an icing call.
So it's thrown from the wrong side of the red line if you're Char Valley.
As you see it right there on your screen. They're going to bring it back into the Colt zone.
Face off to the right of Matt Kohlberg.
Now the last game, the Colts run this play to Callender who streaks.
They win the draw.
There it is. They're trying to bank it to him.
Greensburg Salem ready for it. As Dinkel cuts it off, feeds it back into the zone. Zielmanski over to the right side, looking for the outlet here for CV. Nairn moves it ahead. Chris D'Angela's cut off. Players scrum together along the far boards. D'Angela's trying to drop it back to Nairn. Nairn has the puck in his skates. Challenged on the play by Webb. Nairn spins away. Gets it back to the line. CV able to keep it in. Loose puck in the right circle. Nairn continues his relentless work as he takes it away from Outley, but it's going to be a high stick. It was going to be a high stick against CV, but that gives Greensburg Salem the out. Held drops it back to Zielmanski. Zielmanski over back to Held. Held brings it back. Chipped ahead for Callender's going to be offsides on himself, so he has to step back outside of the blue line. And Greensburg Salem gets the exit back to center red. Nairn makes the steal. Drags to the right circle. Nairn's wrister blocked by Noah Outley. Takes a high bounce into the near circle now. And trying to find it. Callender finishes off Dino with a heavy chip. And he's going to pick up a penalty for it as it was a little bit too heavy.
Second opportunity on the power play for the Lions as Callender is
going for interference.
And he's having a conversation with Webb as he was heading to the box. I can't imagine they can really hear each other. It's so loud in here.
Well, over to our right is the Greensburg Salem student section. We'll talk about that when we get a second. As we have a second power play try here for the Golden Lions. 0 for 1 on the night. See if they can make something happen with the man advantage. This Char Valley penalty kill through the regular season was stellar. Through the payoffs has been perfect. CV going to bring it back. Up the right side. Tornabetti short-handed, pushes it towards the net. And Gonzalez covers. And then Outley bangs bodies in the corner as we get some pleasantries exchanged. Gonzalez, I think, wanted to play the puck there, Kevin, and Tornabetti went after it. And then that led to the commotion in the corner.
We haven't seen Gonzalez play the puck very much. So I think he was just trying to put his glove down, and Tornabetti had every right to stick his stick in there as he was trying to glove it because he had yet to cover it, nor had the whistle blown. But of course, anytime you get a stick near the goalie's glove, you're going to catch a reaction from the defenseman. So
Outley provided that reaction. Going to break for CV as they get the face-off in the Greensburg Salem zone. 30 seconds gone by in this Golden Lions power play. Outlet feed. Kingerski goes cross ice to Kushner. Kushner breaks the CV zone. Closed in on there, and Tornabetti going to clear.
The Lions' entry is not really good right now, Matt.
I was just going to say that, Kevin. Greensburg Salem's the Golden Lions entry has been far from golden. Swarzinski sets, feeds it to Kushner on the right side. Chirac in the slot. Pushing it over to Fink, tries to backhand it, can't get it on net. Good work to cut it off there by the CV defense. Chirac finds the puck, comes back out to Kushner. Kushner walks through traffic, fires wide. Webb finds the puck behind the net. Now Greensburg Salem's power play gets set up. Cross ice to Kushner, pass through his legs, and he's going to reset. Chirac at the right point, over to the left side. Swarzinski back to Chirac. Now to Kushner in the right circle. Kushner looking for Webb in front, tries to go skate the stick, but can't put it on.
That would have been pretty skillful right there. The problem is that Kushner's a right shot on the left side, so he doesn't have the one-time ability.
Final 30 seconds for Greensburg Salem. Kingerski enters the zone, finds Kushner. Kushner trying to drop it back to Swarzinski, taken away by Strohsnyder. Kushner finds it again to Swarzinski. Swarzinski throws it towards the net, nobody home, looking for the redirect. And up the near side, cleared back to the neutral zone. Facing Ty, gloves it down. Here comes Ty with 15 seconds left in the power play. Ty all the way to the left side, shot on, save made by Kohlberg. And cleared out by Char Valley as they'll kill this second power play try for Greensburg Salem. A better effort towards the end there, but Kohlberg comes up big and now a steal. Callender out of the box, takes the pass, tries to shoot, blocked out. Good block by Dieter, and Swarzinski will clear it back to the red line. Dieter steals, dumps it in all the way around. Fink to give chase into the corner. Hell drops it back behind the net. Zielmanski comes up ahead. Wide it goes here past Dinkel. Outley will settle it behind his own net as we approach 5 minutes left here in this second period. Char Valley keeps, bouncing puck into the circle. Out to the neutral zone it comes. Held sets it up, brings it back the other way. Held trying to bring it himself. And chew up the AC/DC. Dinkel got thunderstruck by Held. Zielmanski all the way into his own zone, pressured by Ty. Ty with a relentless forward check. Zielmanski knocked out. Kushner finds the puck. Held tries to check him. Kushner skates through it. spins off another check. Kushner trying to drop it back, looking for Falk. And we get a four-man scrum over on the left side. That's won by the Colts. Back to the neutral zone. And Falk going to dump it in as it's fed to the net. Stopped by Kohlberg, and then out it comes. Callender with speed coming back the other way. Callender tries to shoot. Addison gets back to break it up. Backhander on the follow-up. And Nairn stopped by Gonzalez.
Good awareness, good communication between goaltender and defenseman. Kohlberg looked around, did not freeze it, dished it to his right defenseman who was able to hit Callender with a stretch pass to get the counterattack going, and that got the shot on goal on Gonzalez. As you'll see, this is the big hit right here. As he was reaching for it, Held was able to use his momentum to steamroll him on that one. We have 4:08 to go here. Lines up by one.
One by Greensburg Salem. And they're going to try to bring it out up the near side. Dieter pushes it to himself. Now goes cross ice to Webb, who enters the zone. Webb to the left side. He's bumped there on a good check by Taylor. Behind the net it comes. Charvalley resets. Luke Hines. Addison keeps, throws it back towards the net. Blocked by Tornabetti. Dieter finds the puck, but he can't turn the shot off as Tornabetti stays with him and gets some help from Hines as well. Right point. Addison tries a backhand pass to the circle. Slowed down, Dieter throws it towards the net, and Hines a nice job to cut that off in front with Kingerski bearing down. Now Tornabetti back the other way, has Knight in front of it. 2-on-2, Tornabetti goes to the far side, works through the stick check there by Swarzynski. Kingerski though gets back and takes it away. Kingerski gets tied up with Isolde, and then thrown back to the net by Hines.
Swarzynski tried to catch that one, Matt, the defenseman. That was unusual.
Still Tuesday night. We're working our way towards Wednesday Night Dynamite. It's been a pro wrestling kind of a
second period, particularly the last few minutes.
You use one WWE phrase and Monday Night Raw breaks loose.
It's right in your wheelhouse.
Indeed.
The wrestling references.
Back into the Charvalley zone. As we're under 3 minutes, this is going to be too far. And that's going to be icing. Face off back to the CV zone to our right.
I thought maybe you tipped it. So I'm going to rewind a bit. We're not going to be able to get the video, but it went in on Gonzalez, and the coach and me just can't let this one go. Where it hit his stick, and he let it go to the corner mat while the Colts went on a change. If you're a goaltender, never ever let the puck go out of your reach. If you're a defenseman or nowhere in sight, you got to be able to reach out and poke it or move it. If the forecheckers beat your defenseman down the ice, he just kind of let it lie in the corner too far away from him.
Face-off won by Greensburg Salem. They'll set it up. Fink going to wrap it around. Chirac against Held as the 86 head of the far corner. It's going to be Held coming away with the puck for Charvalley. Fink tries to glove it down. Moved ahead to Callender. Callender drops it back to Held. Sent back to the neutral zone. Players need to touch up as bodies collide at the blue line. The CV offside as Held and Kushner run into each other right at the line.
So we had a little physicality early. Then we had some back and forth play. We had a goal, some power play, and then the physicality returned here.
Indeed. Back through center red. Waldron going to glove it down, trying to push it head up the right side. Kumpf couldn't handle it, and Chirac going to dump it in. Chasing it down is Luke Mitchell. Down to the neutral zone.
Giveaway.
Has it stolen. Kumpf with the puck and a shot high and wide. Into the corner, Stroh-Snyder after it. Waldron joins the play, runs over his own man, but he finds the puck as he goes behind the net, centering play. Gonzalez cuts it off with the stick, and Dinkle resets. Trying to come here up the near side. It comes out to the neutral zone. Mitchell ripping it back into the zone. Dinkle after it here, going to follow it around. Now drops and reverses here to the near side. Outley to Kushner. Kushner backhand feed, looking for Chirac. He finds it. 2-on-2 back the other way. Chirac with Fink. Chirac tries to wrist her, and it's blocked. Good defense on the play by Darian Stroh-Snyder.
I think Fink wasn't on the same page initially with Chirac, but I like what Chirac did. He goes to the far side, man. There's a right shot. He wants to get down the left side, so now he's a pass shot option. He's a dual threat right there, and he took the shot. Well defended. Stick in the lane. Deflected out of play. Face off to the right of Kohlberg.
Kingerski will work here against Tornabetti. Tornabetti wins the draw. Back to Swarzynski, who fires wide. And around here to the near side. Players battling along the near boards. Addison pushing it over the head, but Zielmanski finds it. Addison trying to play shortstop there, commits the error as it gets through the legs and comes out of the zone. Dieter sidesteps a check as he dumps back in for the Golden Lions. Dieter makes the steal. Here comes Dieter. Has Kingerski, feeds it to him. Wrister coming, blocked on a good play there by Joey DeAngelis. Off the glass and out. And here's that lead pass. Romeo Isoli drags and it gets blocked. Swarzinski able to get back and break it up again. Isoli double team as Kingerski joined the fray. Over to the far side, kept in Tornabeni there for Charvalley. Isoli lowers his shoulder. We get a whistle. It's going to be a hand pass.
It was up on the Dashers. Well, CV has demonstrated in the past they're able to generate some offense from D-zone draws, and that time they were looking to streak again as we're going to get a delay of game call. First penalty for the Lions right here. I was just going to give a stick tap to Dieter for the way he back-checked and presented that go, and we're going to have a penalty on Swarzinski, Matt. I think the puck sat on the top of the Dashers and he closed his hand on it, and that's going to be the delay of game call. So
Charvalley to the power play for the first time. They were 40.3% on the regular season. 4 for 8 so far in the playoffs. Greensburg Salem, 75.8% penalty kill in the regular season. A perfect 5 for 5 penalty killing in this playoff of 2024.
So 50% versus 100% on the power play for the Colts. The penalty kill for the Lions.
Face-off won by Charvalley. Trying to come back to help, but a short-handed chance back the other way. Kushner looking to move it ahead to Chirac, but it's recovered. And back the other way. Nairn throws it wide. Knight in the far corner. Dumps it down. Noah Outley founds it. 45 seconds left in the period when the penalty was taken, so Charvalley can't convert. They'll have a minute and 15 to work within the third. Colts set it up. Held one-timer blocked. To the corner, Addison, the man who blocked the shot, battling for the puck. Kushner there as well. Held, able to keep it at the left point. Looks it over. Wrister coming. Pass. Save Gonzalez. Into the corner. Kushner with the puck. Plays it back the other way. Nairn, though, keeps it in. Tries to shoot. Blocked by Addison. Follow-up try. And Nairn fires wide as the horn sounds to end period number 2. 2 chapters written here in Cranberry. At least one more still to be told. Your 2024 Class A Penguins Cup. Greensburg Salem leading Chartiers Valley 1-0 after 2. We'll take a break and be back to recap it for you. You're watching the 2024 Road to the PIHL Penguins Cup on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Are you ready to take
back out there to take his spot on the third line? As back the other way comes Held. Rising Wrister fought off with the blocker by Gonzalez. Chirac going to give chase. Battling down there against Taylor. Force it loose. Finken tight save. Kohlberg. And there is no rebound. Good forecheck by Carter Chirac. Colts through center red. Loose puck. Found there by Chirac. Held tried to line him up. Chirac breaks his stick. Well, we're in Cranberry. 84's all the way in Washington County, but 84 lumber is happening on the ice here.
And Callender just hit that blade.
And that just fit Greensburg Salem. Lead feet up the right eye. Here comes Webb, drags, wrist, save made. Rebound loose, Kohlberg! Denial seems it had to come.
Yeah, no icing. It was a shot by the Colts. They're going to get the stretch play. Good read.
Get a steal, Case and Ty. Ty comes in, Wrister coming. And Kohlberg makes it look easy with the glove save. Defense partner out. Shot taken by Kump from the wall. Swarzinski, another block, and then Swarzinski finishes it off with a heavy check. Point try from Held.
And then good luck getting past the goalies here tonight.
Addison loses it at the point. And here comes DeAngelis down the left side. DeAngelis passing it over to Taylor with the pass behind him. Soldi has it. Falk finds it. Rister coming. And firing wide. There is Jeremiah Falk. Hines is without a stick right now. Huge hit behind the 2-on-1. Chirac leads the charge. Passing to the left side. Fink can't handle it. Chirac in tight. Score! They turn it over as he was relentlessly pursued on the play by Outlet. Chirac back the other way, looking to go back to Falk. And it goes just wide. Good defense on the blue line. Then gets knocked off the puck by Austin Eptonitis. And now we're going to have our first penalty of the game. As taken down was Fink. And down there against Hines. Kushner going to join the fray. Frees up to Kingerski. Kingerski behind the net, looks it over. Webb works his way in front of the cage. It's fed there. And then trickles just wide. Chirac back the other way, 1-on-2. Tries to split the defense. Held got a piece of it, and now Kohlberg comes out as Chirac ends up in the net and takes it with him. Defenseman you're going to see in the classification, Taylor and Swarzinski for their respective side. Hines back to the net, stick saved by Gonzalez, and he keeps it out. Peter able to chip it back to the neutral zone with the puck slowed down by Char Valley's Tyler Held. Held all the way to the net, and that one goes wide, and they're going to, is that icing? Tornabetti shorthanded, pushes it towards the net, and Gonzalez covers, and then Outley bangs bodies in the corner as we get some pleasantries exchanged. Good work to cut it off there by the CV defense. Chirac finds the puck, comes back out to Kushner. Kushner walks through traffic, fires wide. Webb finds the puck. Chirac at the right point. Over to the left side, Swarzinski back to Chirac. Now to Kushner in the right circle. Kushner looking for Webb in front, tries to go skate the stick, but can't put it on. The neutral zone it comes. Held sets it up, brings it back the other way. Held trying to bring himself. And chew up the AC/DC. Dinkel got thunderstruck. The stick check there by Swarzinski. Kingerski, though, gets back and takes it away. Kingerski gets tied up with Isolde, and then thrown back. Kushner backhand feed, looking for Chirac. He finds it. 2-on-2 back the other way. Chirac with Fink. Chirac tries to wrist her, and it's blocked. Good defense on the play by Darian Strohsnyder. And the man who blocked the shot, battling for the puck. Kushner there as well. Held able to keep it at the left point. Looks it over. Wrister coming past. Save Gonzalez. Into the corner. Kushner with the puck. Plays it back the other way. Nairn, though, keeps it in. Tries to shoot. Blocked by Addison. Follow-up try. And Nairn fires wide as the horn.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair. Gonna wake up in the morning. Gonna pierce my nose and dye my hair. Gonna stay out after midnight. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up sports training system, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Watch WPIHL games. Read about the teams and athletes. Relive the big moments. Every season, the Trib Live High School Sports Network is your home for high school sports. No sign-ups, no fees, just sports.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Into something really cool, like a dream vacation or a new addition, or both. Let's make it easy by putting a great rate on a home equity line of credit. Let's get started, online or at your local First National Bank branch.
That was awesome.
Hi, I'm Juliana Nichols, and I'm a biochemistry major. I'm also part of the honors program and a resident assistant here at Seton Hill University. One of my favorite Seton Hill experiences was working on a chemistry and anthropology-based research project. I looked at new ways to prepare bones with applications to medicine and science. I intend to apply everything I've learned as a clinical pharmacist in the future. For this and so many other reasons, I'm very grateful for my Seton Hill experience.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey there, hockey fans. You already know TenbandTV can stream live regional sports. But did you know you can also stream the best of the local music scene as well? Music from the 412 is live and streaming 24/7 on TenbandTV. Watch music videos, concerts, and original programming free from the comfort of your couch. Featuring the best of music and artists from Pittsburgh and Western PA. Tune in today.
Gonna get a pretty
Back here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, the sweet sounds of Scott Blasey from the Clarks bringing us back. I didn't realize that was him. He's Kevin Zielmanski here. I'm Matt Vandriak next to him. We're at the Class A Penguins Cup Championship. Greensburg Salem beating Chartiers Valley by the count of 1-0. Kevin, only one goal on the board in a hard-fought 2 periods between these two squads.
Yeah, I didn't catch the music either, so I'm right there with you. The only goal was in right here. You'll see Chirac pass it over to Falk, and it just kind of laid there, and Chirac did the right thing. He went back to retrieve it, and he was able to, I'm sorry, not Falk, Fink. So it was Chirac from Fink at 37 seconds into the second period. Chirac, his 20th of the season, first of the playoffs, 4th point in the playoffs. Shots on goal went 13-4, 17 total for the Lions. Chartiers Valley went 8-3, only 11 shots on goal. Both teams did not score in the power play. Salem had 2 opportunities. Chartiers Valley had 1. 2 penalties on the Colts, 1 for the Lions.
And that one's going to carry over as the delay of game penalty against Greensburg Salem's Dylan Swarzinski has 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining on it. Team switch sides to start this 3rd period. Greensburg Salem will go right to left, shorthanded. Char Valley back the other way. Left to right to get it started. Fresh sheet out here in front of us.
So, Matt, you have the problems of the chewed up ice at the end of the second period for the power play, the first 45 seconds. Now you come out, you get the fresh ice, but that presents a different set of problems because the puck will move very quickly, particularly if you miss the net on the shots from a wide wing shot. So you got to watch those shots that are not going directly towards the net off the backboards.
Face off won by CV. They send it up through the neutral zone. Naren takes the entry pass, gets around Kushner. Naren has DeAngelis going towards the net. Naren spins. Back to held at the left point, looks it over. One-timer from Callender on the right circle, fires wide. And it's a break for Greensburg Salem as it projects back the other way.
Which is just what I was describing in the open before they dropped the puck. Callender with the big shot went wide, and it just rolls right around the dasher boards and out.
Here comes Callender. All the way down the right side, sets himself up. Callender tries to center, good read by Kushner, chips it back into the Char Valley zone with 35 seconds remaining on the Colts power play.
A great example of defensively just using your stick in the passing lane by Kushner.
Up the left side, Naren to the top of the circle, slows and sets. Naren to Held at the point. Held back to Naren, pass a little bit in front of him. Kingerski battles him behind the net. Knight finds the puck. Final 15 of this power play. Knight tries to come back to Callender along the right wing side. DeAngelis takes over at the right point. Puck freed up. Knight works down the end boards along the right side, but the puck won by Greensburg Salem, and Kushner back shorthanded with numbers. Penalty over. Kushner drags. Kushner through everybody to the net. Pad save. Rebound! And a Cranberry Township police officer's loosening his handcuffs because Kohlberg just committed robbery.
Well, man, it was a 3-on-3. Kushner dances around the defenseman, and then all the Colts go to him. Look at that. It's a 2-on-0 on the rebound. A very rarely seen rebound where 2 players are kind of standing there, and Kohlberg had to make the sliding save to keep this at a 1-goal deficit for the Colts. As Kushner takes it through the neutral zone and creates a scoring chance, we're now even strength.
Char Valley 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Greensburg Salem 0 for 2. Face-off pushed back to the net. Kohlberg wanted to freeze it looked like, but then taken away by the defensive Waldron. Up the near side and through the neutral zone. Ty back into his own end, tries to push it out. Puck kept in by Tornabene, shot to the net. And the right leg save made by Tristan Gonzalez. Char Valley going to keep it in. Battle along the left wing boards. Dieter trying to free it up. Ty finds the puck and leads the charge back the other way. Webb has it, trying to work around Taylor, who does a great job standing him up, then finishes his check as well. As I was saying in the first period, Sean Taylor for Char Valley and Dylan Swarzinski for Greensburg Salem have just been 2 stellar defensive defensemen in these playoffs. Outley blocks down the try from Isolde, puck out of play. Faceoff stays in the Golden Lion zone to our right.
You look at Isolde right there. Number 77 for the Colts. He took that shot. We're going to drop it to the left of the goalkeeper. They all think it is where it went out, but it's where he took the shot.
Yeah, over here to the near circle. Yanko puts his stick down there. And Chirac wins the draw for Greensburg Salem. Held tries to keep it in. Puck bounces back to the neutral zone. Kumpf gets back on side. Held taken over by Chirac. And then Fink with the puck. Here he comes. 2-on-2. Fink tries to drop it for Kushner. And a good read there by Gavin Waldron to take it away. Greensburg Salem keeps though. Fink back to Kushner. One-timer coming. That big rip goes wide. Outley at the point to Chirac in the left circle. Chirac comes back to the point. Finkel throws it to the net. The deflection off the stick in front by Fink goes wide. Outley tries to throw it through traffic, and that's deflected out of play. And the face-off will stay in the home zone to our left. Only goal of the game, Kevin, 37 seconds into the second period. Off the stick of Greensburg Salem's Carter Chirac.
Yeah, just looking, we talked in the open about the goaltenders and their save percentages. I mean, it had the feel of a soccer score, and so far it kind of is. 1-0.
Back the other way, cut off in the neutral zone. Good work by Greensburg Salem defensively there. Swerzinski out with Addison. Held, tries to get around the diving Swerzinski. Held into the slot, and the one-time try from Callender does not connect. I don't know if Webb got a piece of it or if Callender just fanned on it.
I think he healed it. The one player you really don't want all alone for the Colts is Callender. He just didn't get good wood on it.
Greensburg Salem pushing it back to the neutral zone. Held, moves it ahead to Callender. Here he comes. Callender trying to get through Kingerski, drags to the circle, shot wide. Nairn finds the rebound, centers for DeAngelis. Broken up on a solid defensive play again by Swerzinski, and Greensburg Salem will ice it. Bringing the face-off back into the Golden Line zone to our right.
3.5 minutes here in the third period, Matt. We got a lot of time to go, but this is the time where the Lions have got to be sure of some details, right? Not getting extended on your shifts, not getting above the puck. In the neutral zone, they got 3 guys behind the puck here the one time. You got to be sure of everything. You don't want to make anything easy for the Colts.
Face-off won by Greensburg Salem. Ace Klingensmith trying to push it around Hines. Klingensmith ends up going down. Ty joins the fray, and it's fed back into the Greensburg Salem zone. Luke Dinkle up the right side, trying to turn it back the other way. Here is Strohsnyder, and he'll dump it back into the Greensburg Salem zone. Noah Outley works into the corner, going to reverse it around to the other side. A little far for Dinkle, but over there's Jeremiah Falk, who sends it the length of the rink, and the icing call against Greensburg Salem brings the face-off back to our right.
Very confident just sending the icing. I would make me a little nervous if I was on the bench at Greensburg Salem bringing those faceoffs back in, but to continue the thought, staying on the right side of the puck, don't ice the puck, collapse into the slot, defend from the inside out. Those are things you got to, the details.
Face-off won, but then wrapped around and kept by Char Valley. Greensburg Salem won the draw, but Taylor keeps it in. Up the right side, Fink gonna go across the rink and onto the stick there of Kushner, floats it down. Chirac trying to chase the puck down. Defenseman loses his edge. Then Chirac comes back to Fink at the left point. Fires through traffic. Blocked. Nice recovery there by Taylor, who fell in the corner but then blocked the shot. Fink walks it in. Big slap shot coming. Kohlberg with the stop. No rebound.
Addison with 2 cracks from the left point there. The first one was a very quick one. The second one a little more time. As you see it right here, he gets a look, takes a quick peek. Kohlberg again towards the top of his crease. Down in the butterfly. Gotta start looking back door on these goaltenders, Matt.
Face-off won by Char Valley. Trying to clear it up the far side. Yanko looking for an exit. Stood up on a good check by Addison, but able to move the puck back to the neutral zone. Addison sets it up at the red line. Ahead to Fink on the right wing. Fink going to dump it in. Kushner going to give chase. Puck to the corner. Played by Kumpf. And Kumpf moves it ahead. Char Valley's Tyler Held gets it out. Held going to go coast to coast. Drops it back to Yanko. Yanko to the net. Held looks for the redirect. The puck goes wide. Held brings it around here to the near circle. Now sets up. Throws it off from a tough angle. Wide but back to the point. Kept in. Thrown back towards the net by Zielmanski. Deflected wide by Tornabeni. Fired back towards the net again as Kumpf puts it on. I think Gonzalez got a piece of it with the stick. And Greensburg Salem going to dump it out. This will be far enough for icing as Char Valley starts to press here a bit.
This is where I'd be talking to my players about using a little more touch on those clears. Try to get it out of the zone, but not all the way down the ice to get the face-off for the icing. This is the third time in the last, 90 seconds they brought the face-off back in the zone for the icing. One of these times, the Colts are going to win it cleanly, and someone's going to get a good look.
Face-off won by Char Valley. Zielmanski keeps it in the Callender. Callender trying to work through a double team, taken down, penalty coming up. Kingerski touches it, but I think Webb's going to the box for slashing. And Char Valley will go to the power play for the second time tonight.
So, Matt, this is what I consider continuation, right? So right here, you're going to see the penalty as he tries to split the D, gets hauled down. If you don't ice the puck and bring the faceoff back in, then you don't have that sequence of events that creates the penalty. If you're able to chip it out of the zone with a little more touch, like you're on the putting green, and you don't get it all the way back into the zone, play continues in the neutral zone or in the far end, and you're not hauling down someone trying to walk down the slot. So those are the details that winning teams got to have.
Kingerski trying to push the face-off out. He finds Ty, and here comes Kason Ty back short-handed. Ty up the right side. Good job by Callender to get back and block the shot. Callender finishes it off, and we're going to see Char Valley back the other way. DeAngelis lost his stick, so he got tied up with Kingerski. Here comes Callender taking the pass. Char Valley going to try to set up the entry. 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Drop pass comes to Held. Bunk jumps over his stick. Turns it to the net. The shot deflects wide. That was DeAngelis in front who got that redirection. But a good job by Greensburg Salem's Kingerski to get it out. Callender brings it back. Looking for Nairn off the boards. Swazinski steps in against him. Frees the puck up, but it's kept in. Held at the point. Drifts, drags, big shot coming, blocked in front as Noah Outley blocks it. Char Valley trying to bring it in front for Callender. Pass behind him, Ty back the other way, and he's taken down. And he'll draw the penalty. Kason Ty, a great penalty kill there, Kevin, and he had a step coming out of the zone, and Callender commits the infraction.
The Ty's been good at both ends of the ice. I wasn't sure they were going to give it to him. I didn't know if he took that extra little oomph to go down, but he sold it very well, and he earned that penalty call with his play today and his hustle. As we see his dad to his right, it was very helpful to us. Beforehand, someone that you know.
Kason's dad, Chike, worked together at West Bend Power about 7 years ago. Whenever Kason was just a middle schooler and Greensburg Salem was toiling in the Laurel Mountain League. I guess not toiling, they won a championship, but regardless, Callender called for tripping. We will go 4-on-4 for 52 seconds, and then Greensburg Salem will have an abbreviated power play. So Ty's hustle leads to the even-up call, but Char Valley keeps it in. Down low for Tornabenny. Tornabenny spins it away, sets it up, brings it out. Tornabenny shot, save Gonzalez. Rebound loose, Tornabenny the backhander. Gonzalez another stop. Swazinski, weak clear to the near side. Taylor keeps in front. Tornabenny pushes it wide. Taylor centers and Tornabenny fell on the play as he can't put it on.
Colt's got to start looking back door again. Gonzalez just down. He's big. He was on his knees. He's able to cover the net. He doesn't go post to post extremely quickly. And that's what they're going to try to get a goal against him.
I saw it coast to coast. Rister coming, absorbed and held by Gonzalez as Tornabenny exchanges pleasantries with some golden lines in front of the net. 4 seconds remain in 4-on-4 play. And then when Webb comes out of the box, Greensburg Salem to the man advantage.
Here comes Isolde down the right wing side. He takes a shot. Gonzalez out, top of the crease, just about there. And then you see the discussion happening in front of Gonzalez. Matt, we forgot the update coming back. The final score from the eastern half. The Flyers Cup, for the first time ever, the Hershey Trojans have won the Flyers Cup 5-1 over Unionville. 2 years ago, they lost to Westchester East. And before that, they were going to appear in the Flyers Cup, and then everything
was the Pennsylvania Cup. They won the Flyers Cup pandemic year.
Everything was shut down.
Yep. Face-off won by Greensburg Salem. They have a 57-second power play to work with now. Outley as Webb joins the play out of the box. Here comes Kushner. He's going to go coast to coast, trying to go around everybody. Kushner drops it to Webb. Webb sets up. Now drop to Outley. Outley has a good look. Better save by Kohlberg with the glove.
Like the touch pass. It was good touch pass. Get it to the point. Here's the entry, the poke. You go across and then set it up past the intended shot block, but Kohlberg very easily was able to glove that. It probably would have went wide.
Face off to the red of the Sea Eagle. 42 seconds of power play time remains. Kingerski in there against Nairn that has won the draw, and that allows the Colts to clear. All the way back to the CV in. Greensburg Salem 0 for 2 on the night with the man advantage. They have 30 seconds remaining on this abbreviated try. Kingerski sets up, moves it ahead. Here comes Chirac. Chirac with speed, drags to the outside. Chirac in tight, save, Kohlberg. And then the net comes off as that one hit the inside of the blocker of Kohlberg and then dropped down instead of bouncing out.
Yeah, that was probably the one he misplayed, but watch this, watch the gap. See, that play, that defenseman should be able to poke that, but he's too far back. That gap is too wide, and you see that shot, Kohlberg hits him and trickles just past that far post. It's probably the first one he's misplayed in that situation all game. So fortunate for Kohlberg and the Colts, it did not trickle in. Still 1-0 Lions, 9:06 to go, 19 on the penalty.
Face off one, but then pushed out by CV as Outley can't hold at the point. He'll chase as Waldron pursues him for the Colts. Outley all the way around here to the far side, sets up behind the Greensburg Salem net, finds Case and Ty. Ty with speed, 1-on-3. Up the right side, Ty drags, looks it over, is going to float and dump it in. Nobody though at the near point to keep it, and the penalty over. Out of the box is Callender. Waldron trying to push it ahead to Callender on that lead pass, but it's going to be an icing call against CV. Going back to the home zone to our left with the face-off.
We've been talking about how good Ty's been all game. That time he probably would have done well to hold that one, kind of curl, Gretzky style, back towards the boards on the forehand or behind the net and hold it. But the Lions are going to get the offensive zone draw here. Something, set things up. If you're a point man, Matt, you got to make sure you got the shooting lane. If not, it goes down the sideboards. You don't want any block shots going the other way for a breakaway.
Face off one, back to Swazinski. Ty wins that draw. Fed down by Swazinski as set up there by Strohsnyder. So Zielmanski who plays it back behind the net. And now we'll see the exit here by Held. Ahead. Zielmanski drags. Addison blocks it wide. Swazinski finds the puck. Up the near side, can't get it out. Kept in by DeAngelis for a second. Then Dieter going to take it away. Good keep again by DeAngelis. And coming back to help out is Fink. Fink over here to the near side. Tries to chip it around Nairn. Cut off back into the zone. DeAngelis took it away. Then Kushner just on makes the steal. Greensburg Salem gets a fresh line out here with 8 minutes now remaining in this third period. Sidestepping Kushner is held. Here he goes coast to coast. Kushner trying to work around everybody. Cut off by Swazinski. Greensburg Salem trying to bring it back. Cherry picking a bit as Kushner. Is Webb going to lead the charge? Webb into the zone trying to poke it to himself. Solid defensive play to take it away by Zielmanski. Now Kushner finds it, aims it for the top corner and fires wide. I think a Colt got enough of it to deflect it. And we're going to keep the puck in the CV zone.
I mean, it looked like a broken play. Tried to chip it and go. It's blocked. A one-handed sweep pass.
It's a good job by Held to get back and block it.
So it just seems like it's just out of reach for the Colts right now, man. And everything's just bouncing away for the Lions. But you make your breaks that way with the effort.
Face-off one by CV. Back to the neutral zone. Noah Outley over to the right side. Dinkel going to dump it in. Back behind the net, Chartiers Valley resets and looks to get out. Chirac with the forecheck, up the near side. And now with it now come the Colts. Kump stays on side, as bringing it in there was Dayton Yanko. Around to the near side, Tornabetti, the first man of the puck, pushes it back towards the cage, and it's fought off with the glove there by Gonzalez. Taylor tries to shoot, has it blocked. Turned back by Yanko. Now Kump finds it in the circle. Kump sets up, throws it towards the net wide. Kushner able to get the exit here for Greensburg Salem. Pressed from the play by his counterpart in 87, Luke Hines. And cross ice it comes to Kump. Kump trying to work his way around Dinkel. Kump taken out. Boom, baby. Kushner brings the thunder. Kump tries to chip it in, and he did not touch it, so it's going to be icing.
Allows the Colts to get the change, but it also means they got to take a defensive zone draw right here as we're going to see the hit. Right there, just
there, it's there.
Boom. First is one hit, and then the second hit was the louder one.
Yeah.
In front of the student section. They're loving that. I see a yellow helmet over there. Someone's wearing a hockey helmet with a...
Yeah, I think it's a blackout tonight for the Greensburg Salem student section. Everybody's in black over there tonight.
They always have a theme.
We saw the USA theme for the first game. We saw the hunting camouflage theme for the second game. It's a blackout tonight in Cranberry for this Penguins Cup championship. Shot to the net, hits the outside. As Callender battling with Addison, they continue to go behind the net.
Watch out here.
Centering try, comes back to Held. Through traffic, blocked in front. Great job by Swazinski, who's a little bit hurt from it.
Oh.
Redirect the front goal! Romeo Arsoni deflects it home as Chartiers Valley gets the equalizer.
Oh, Matt, when he stopped behind the net, I kind of had to feel, because Gonzalez was just down and he was just staying down and he wasn't tracking it. And you're going to watch right here, Isolde sees it coming, watch it turn his blade right there. He knows exactly what he's doing, and Gonzalez is already down on the ice. A big guy, he could have caught that if he was standing, and Isolde read the situation, just subtly turned his wrist, and we're tied at 1 with 6:11 to go here in the third.
Tyler Held will get 1 assist. He's the man who put it on towards the net for the Isolde redirection. Kushner coming back the other way, finds Chirac. Carter Chirac brings her to the zone, looks it over. Wrister coming, he had to keep her in the wrong way, but fired wide. Comes into the circle, Fink with a shot, save made by Kohlberg. Back to the point, through to the net, it goes wide. Greensburg Salem with the pushback now. Carter Chirac spins behind the net. Chirac looks it over. Comes out to Fink. Wrister coming, high shot up and over the net.
For Isolde, man, his first of the playoffs, 9th of the season.
Fink gonna get it?
I couldn't hear it. I'm gonna wait till they put it on a box score.
Isolde got the assist and Held got the other one. I'm sorry, Isolde got the goal from Held and Austin Epthamitis. Up the left side, Star Valley gets it out after a shooting gallery there for Greensburg Salem. Kumpf brings it back, throws it towards the net wide. Slowed down there by Gonzalez, back behind the net. Outley can't get it out. Now back the other way, here comes Fink. 1-on-2. Fink drags, trying to get around everybody. Fink backhander. Save made by Kohlberg as he gloves it out of the atmosphere.
Right over the center ice red line. Nice move to the backhand. On net, not with a lot of velocity, but nevertheless, you got it towards the net when you got a tie game and you're under 5 minutes to go. The Colts looking for their first Penguin Cup championship since 1986.
Face-off won by Webb, in tight. Turning try by Kingerski goes wide. Greensburg Salem has come to life after giving up that goal. Star Valley gets the equalizer. 4:40 left here in regulation. Held, who set it up with his point shot. Redirected by Isolde, and the man on the puck over there for Star Valley, Austin Epthamitis, got the secondary assist. Webb backhands it ahead. Kingerski leads the charge. Kingerski trying to use the defensive as a screen. Great job to block it by Held, who loses his stick, but that's okay. Broke the play up. Webb hammers Epthamitis at center red.
That was icing. One official had an offsides waiting for the tag up, and the trailing official had the icing call. So again, the Lions are comfortable with icing the puck and bringing the faceoff back into their own zone in a tie game and a championship game with under 5 minutes to go. I would not be very comfortable if I was coaching that team right now, asking them why do we continue to do that.
Face-off won by Chirac. Outley trying to move it out, but the pressure put on and kept in. Christy Angelis behind the net, through the goal crease, nobody home. Greensburg Salem back the other way. Chirac leads the charge. Chirac pressured by DeAngelis. He'll dump it down and around. Fink will be the first man there for the Golden Lions. Fink tries to come back to Chirac. Good read by Callender, who brings it back the other way. Callender coast to coast, centers, nobody home. Fink takes it away. Gets it back to the neutral zone. Kushner on. Tries to find Chirac. Held has it, takes it away. Now Chirac takes it back. Greensburg Salem changing behind the play. Chirac battling with his counterpart in 86, Held, and Held takes the puck away. 3 threes left here in period number 3. Tied at 1 on the scoreboard. Nairn gonna bring it out with numbers. Nairn has a man go to the net. Yanko, he tries to shoot, but Noah Outley breaks it up. Greensburg Salem comes away with it. Chirac, who's had a very long shift, gonna pass it to himself up the far side. Chirac throws it long distance to the net, and Kohlberg will take no chances holding for the draw.
As you mentioned, the end of the shift for Chirac, he plays it to himself off the boards, and I thought he was gonna go right to the bench after the dump in. Kohlberg taking no chances. Thought maybe he would play that to the near defenseman, but Now this is the time where you're sending guys over the boards, Matt, that you trust defensively.
Face-off won by Strohsnyder, and this puck ends up coming out. Trying to clear was Taylor. Webb was pursuing and putting pressure on there.
It seems like the Colts have kind of seized control of this game with that tying goal.
It seemed like they did, but then Greensburg Salem came to life with a huge flurry right afterwards. Face-off in the CV zone to our left. Kingerski in there against Tornabeni.
You got to find a guy in the slot going to the point and get in front of him.
Comes back to Swarzinski. Shot, redirect! It's still loose, saved by Kohlberg! Webb on the doorstep, still loose, and the referee's loose side of the puck. I think the net may have came off as well, but Kohlberg keeps it out as the Golden Lions are buzzing.
An amazing reaction save with the blocker. The tip right there and up in the air with the blocker. He gets it before it was able to fall at the feet onto the ice and someone was able to poke it home. So he stayed with the first one on the tip, and then the one that's in midair, he gets the blocker on it so it doesn't fall.
Face-off won by Char Valley, trying to push it out. Greensburg Salem keeps it in. Now the Colts back to center red, but Dieter steals it away from both Callender and DeAngelis. Callender bangs into Webb. Held finds the puck. Held gives it away. Kingerski pursued from behind. Kingerski! And Held unleashes the fury. Webb to the net. Saved by Kohlberg. And then Held with one extra whack draws the ire of Char Valley.
Well, you could see Kingerski was off balance leaning forward, and Held lined him up, and he delivered the blow. And then right there, you get the extra shot at the goaltender. The officials don't want to call that at this point in the game. They don't want to get involved, but if it gets too far, they're going to look to take somebody on both sides.
Indeed. Face off in the Char Valley zone. Chirac wins it. Shot towards the net by Kushner, blocked on a good play by Naren. Kushner finds it again as Greensburg Salem brings the top line back out. Lead feed up the left side. Here comes Chris DeAngelis, has Callender with him. DeAngelis looks it over, shot blocked, follow-up try, and Outley gets there after Swarzinski blocked the first offering. To the neutral zone it goes, back and forth as we approach 2 minutes remaining here in regulation. Steal by Naren. Gets around Swarzinski, has Callender on his right. Naren in front, Outley blocks it, and I think he saved the goal.
Does it have enough to get over the line? It does.
Face off back to the Greensburg Salem line to our right. 1:53 left here in regulation. Tied up at 1.
Sidestepping to hit at the blue line right here. On the backhand, he's going to have to send it over. And right there,
Outley got enough of that puck to keep it off the stick of the player in front of it and open net in front of him.
I don't think we have the face-off at the other end, but Callender was able to get through there. That's a guy you got to stand in front of.
Face-off won by Greensburg Salem. Good win there by Ty in the defensive zone. Plays to the head, Dieter chips it. Taylor back the other way. Through the neutral zone, puck chipped ahead. Here comes Addison. He'll lead the charge. Addison stood up. Good body check over there by Hines. Frees the puck and gives Taylor the opportunity to bring it around here to the near side. Outley keeps it at the left point. Outley looks it over. Dumping it down low. Webb going to give chase. Webb into the corner. Up to Midas, finishes him off with a good body check. Hines going to bring the puck around here to the near side. Forecheck by Case and Ty. Back to the neutral zone, though. Kept out. And a long try here. As we got a player finished off over there. That's an icing call, and it's bad enough he iced the puck that Addison got pummeled by Eftimitis.
Yeah, Eftimitis lost his helmet, so that's going to bring a whistle. That's out of the frame right there, behind the play, back at center red. Well, Matt, we're not really in overtime, but we're kind of in overtime. With only 73 seconds left to go in this game. So this is what I'm talking about. The guy in the slot for the Salem Lions has got to step in and prevent the guy diagonally when they win the draw. This time they got 2.
Chirac wins it, fires it around. Swarzinski back to the net, save Kohlberg. And now Naren looks for an outlet, almost puts it in his own bench. Swarzinski slows it down, over to Kushner. Final 60, Kushner looking to go in front for Chirac. Well read by Naren. They're going to bring it back the other way, finds Callender. Callender 1-on-2. Gets around the first man, but Outley recovers and takes it away. Up the right side, Jake Fink. Has Kushner and Chirac. Finds Kushner. Drops it to Chirac. Great defensive work on the play by Held. Callender back the other way. Across the red line. Callender, wrister coming. Gonzalez off the cuff of the glove, but over the net.
Look out. Misplayed.
Yep, Tornabene almost stole it. Now it's loose. Found. Tump. And a sliding effort by Outley to block it and send it out of play.
Well, that one hit the netting above the glass from short range. Kumpf had that opportunity in the slot. As the right shot coming off the left wing, that's a perfect opportunity for him. And once again, you see Outley along the ice sliding for the Salem Lions. Noah Outley is throwing his body everywhere in the D zone right now, Matt. They're trying to prevent any scoring opportunities. It's going to try to pull it to Isolde right here.
Face off won by Tornabene, then he tries to shoot it. It's blocked. Addison, the man who blocks it, takes it around, trying to get it out. Kept in. Good work by Tornabene. Relentless on the forecheck there. Kumpf makes the steal. 6 seconds left. Back to the point. Thrown towards the net. Block. Kingerski going to get an exit here. 1 second left. Kingerski tees it up. And we're going to overtime here in Cranberry tonight. 3 periods, not enough to decide this Class A Penguins Cup Championship. Bonus hockey on tap. Right after this, you're watching the 2024 PIHL Penguins Cup Championships on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV.
Your score after 3 periods is Greensburg Salem.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair. Gonna wake up in the morning. Gonna pierce my nose and dye my hair. Gonna stay out after midnight. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Are you ready?
Back here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, getting ready to head to overtime. Greensburg Salem and Chartiers Valley tied at 1. Matt Vandriak, Kevin Zielmanski with you here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV. Greensburg Salem got 1 in the second. Char Valley got the equalizer in the third. And that's where we're at now, heading to extra time.
Well, that quickly went on and off. Here's the first goal for the Salem Lions. Chirac to Fink. It's lined there, and Chirac was able to step around the defenseman on the ice and slide it along the ice past Kohlberg for his 20th of the season, first of the playoffs. And then into the third, it was Romeo Isolde with a little redirect on a point shot from Held. They put Braden Knight and Ephthemitis as the assist, not Held.
Held was the man who got the assist. It was Held and Ephthemitis were the guys who should have got the assist.
Well, the box score, that's not like it's never been wrong before. Shots on goal, 13-4-11 for the Lions, 28, 8-3-7-18 for the Colts. And Matt, we're the final championship game. We don't want the season to end, so we're going to play another frame. 17 minutes, sudden victory, and there's going to be one wild celebration at some point, and one loud goal call from my right here.
Greensburg Salem crowd, they're ready to go. Student section to our right has been boisterous through these playoffs. As the team switch sides, Char Valley, they'll go right to left. Greensburg Salem left to right. She said, we'll play a full period, Kevin, and if nobody scores, we'll do it again.
Decision making. That's everything. Do I pinch? Do I stay back? Do I stay on the right side of the puck? Do I back check hard enough to pick up my man? It's everything about decision making And I always feel for the team that loses because I've been on that end quite a bit, Matt, in overtime. Not necessarily in the Penguin Cup once I was, but in the playoffs. But you just got to be making sure that you're making good decisions, and we hope it's a good play that wins it instead of a bad mistake.
Absolutely. Top line against top line to get OT started. Chirac wins the draw, trying to find Fink up the right side. Held pushing it on, and CV going to be offside. So I can't say for sure the secondary assist on the CV goal, but I know that Held set it up. Chirac brings it back, finds Kushner. Wrister coming, blocked by Nairn. Great job to get back, then he finishes his check. Still loose though, centered over to the far side. Chirac in the circle, trying to shoot it towards the net, blocked.
I thought it went up in the equipment Held for a second.
Held blocked the shot. It looked like it did maybe roll up a bit, but then comes back down. Chipping it ahead to Addison, who moves it up to Kushner. Kushner into the zone down the right side. Kushner comes back to Addison, just softly shoots it towards the net, nobody home. Outley will chase it down. Shot to the net, blocked. And now here comes Callender back the other way.
He's got him.
Gets around Fink. Here comes Callender as the man goes towards the net. It's Held. He finds him. Held looks it over. Shot blocked. As Fink gets back to deny it. I don't think it ever got through as Fink chips it head now to Chirac. Chirac drags his skates to stay onside, but Held back to steal. Soft dump here up the near side. Kushner going to spin away. Isolde going to take it back the other way. Comes Isolde. He got the equalizer, going to go coast to coast. Good stick check by Noah Outley. Outley frees it up. Chirac's been out here for all of OT so far.
Numbers 2 and 1.
He's going to find Fink, who has Kushner coming with it. Fink to the net, looks it over, wrist shot coming, and he fires just wide.
Hit the crossbar.
Back the other way, shot on Gonzalez with a mesh save. Rebound, Gonzalez keeps it out. Zielmanski towards it, and it goes wide all the way around. Held with the puck, throws it towards the net, it's in! Held from the right point, puts the mesh in motion. And for the first time since 1986, the Chartiers Valley Colts are the Penguins Cup champions. Good times, and the Colts are doing that as Held through a screen from the right point, just threw it back to the net, and the puck finds its way across the line. CV wins in overtime.
It hit something, Matt. I'm not sure if it hit a Colts stick or a defenseman of the line, but it changed directions. Right there, it seemed to change directions on me. Maybe if we can run it back again. I don't know if we have the ability to slow it, but it just seemed to change angles and went to the right of Gonzalez, who was terrific again tonight. Here we go once again. Off the 1 foot. No, I think it's just a knuckleballer, and it hit Gonzalez, and it went through his the 6 hole. The keep in, it wasn't a big shot, man. He was leaning on his right foot. No weight transfer, and he just threw it at the net, and that's why coaches tell you throw it at the net. And right there that time, between the body and the arm, it went in.
That's Tyler Held, who scored the game-winning goal against Indiana. Unassisted goal. Held just found that loose puck, Kevin, and there's no such thing as a bad shot. And you see why there, as Held threw it back to the net. And Chartiers Valley heading to the eastern side of the state to play for the Pennsylvania Cup against the Hershey Trojans, who are looking to win their first Pennsylvania Cup as well.
That's why he threw it at the net. 1986, Matt. Some of those players from that team matriculated to Duquesne, and I was there as teammates of theirs. A few of them were ahead of me. Shout out to Stevenson. Craig Stevenson once was a CV president. He was probably on that 86 team. Joey Fontal, teammate of mine. Some of the names I can remember. It's been a long time. And the Colts, Matt, have run the gauntlet, undefeated, through the western half of the state.
Yep, they now improved to 23-0.
Congratulations to Coach Benetti. He's a really good coach, and his staff here tonight too.
Great game. Great finals, Kevin. Not just this game, but great final in the opener tonight in the AAA championship. Great Division II final. 3 of the 4 games were close games. Thomas Jefferson is just that good as far as the 2A title went.
Right, 3-2. Pine Ridge undefeated NA. Last night, Neshannock defeated Beryl. I think that was 6-5. And TJ did overwhelm Penn Trafford in the second period. Yeah, there was no score in the first, and they tied at 1 at the end of 1, and then they overwhelmed them in the second. TJ, if you were just ranking teams and didn't care about classification, they would have probably been the #1 team in the West.
So Chartiers Valley improves to 23-0, and they are on their way to the eastern side of the state to play for their first Penguins Cup since 1986. I don't know if they're going to take a Starship, but Jefferson Starship, Sarah, was the #1 song in the country in March of '86 when Char Valley last played for the Penguins Cup title.
I can hear that now in my head. Haverford Stadium, 11 a.m. Char Valley will play Hershey for the PA Cup.
A very senior-laden Greensburg Salem roster, and what a story they wrote here. A Cinderella tale all the way to the championship, but the Golden Lions end up bowing out to the top seed. Mikey Kingerski, Noah Outley, Kason Ty, Hunter Webb, Max Addison, Dylan Swerzinski, Carter Chirac, Chase Kushner, Luke Dinkle, and backup goaltender Ethan Patrick, all representatives of this senior class that led Greensburg Salem to their first Penguins Cup in program history. Congratulations, guys, on great careers. Tough way to bow out. Keep your heads held high. You guys created memories that will last, and you are now the standard bearer for Greensburg Salem hockey going forward.
Before we send you guys off to Philly, you gotta grab some hats and you guys gotta grab some hardware.
Trophy presentation for Char Valley.
And you guys get fitted for these hats.
They might need to freshen up the dye jobs. They did those bleached gloves before the playoffs started. Some of these guys are showing roots.
Number 6, Luke Mitchell. Number 8, Jackson Corey.
The president of the PIHL, Jack Kukin, handing out the hats. Just behind him in the tuxedo is the keeper of the trophy. That is Lenny Santora.
Even has on the white mitts.
Yes. He was doing that for a long time, and then it went away because his wife is no longer involved with the administration of the league. His wife Kathy has returned, and he's returned, and he built cases. He's got all the trophies. He had them at the semis last week, so he is the keeper of the cup.
And he's the only guy who's sharper dressed than we are tonight.
That's right. It's the sharp-dressed man. Who sings that one? There you go.
Number 36, Zach Rutkowski.
We used to give out medals. They changed it to hats a few years ago because you can wear a hat. And plus the hats and the photo around the trophy gives it the NHL look. Well done here by the fans of Salem Lions. Going to give the team a round of applause coming off the ice.
Tough way for a great season to end, but a lot to be proud of for this Greensburg Salem team. And this senior class especially. As we were talking about before the game, Kevin, this Greensburg Salem program, less than a decade ago, weren't even in the PIHL. They had stepped out to play in the Laurel Mountain League.
To kind of regroup.
Yep, Corey Mensch was a player on that team that won the Laurel Mountain League championship. The Chartiers Valley has held the game-winning goal.
Number 88, Callum Staff.
142 in overtime.
Sure. We'll let these guys celebrate here.
Zielmanski. Number 92, Jerry DeAndres. Number 93, Sawyer Carwell. Number 94, Jack Varnish. Number 95, Dylan Zielmanski. Number 98, Reggie Francis. And now the moment that Chartiers Valley has waited 38 years for. Roll captains, please join us at center ice to collect the Penguins Cup.
The late Freddie Mercury said, "We are the champions, my friends." Congratulations to Chartiers Valley, your 2024 Penguins Cup champions. Give it a skate, boys.
That's a tradition that's kind of been lost. You remember the old days we'd skate the laps?
Char Valley takes it to the student section to celebrate, and a celebration well-deserved. As a great season, a historic season for Chartiers Valley hockey continues here tonight. The Colts battle back to tie it in the third period, win it in OT, and they are headed on to the 2024 Pennsylvania Cup to take on Hershey. 11 a.m. this Saturday. Where at, Kevin?
The Haverford Stadium.
Stadium.
My advanced scouts tell me parking is at a premium, so be warned if you're going to be there.
Advanced scouts also tell me that this is a pretty good Hershey team looking for their first state championship in program history. They're going to have their hands full, though, with this Char Valley squad. Even though were a high-scoring team for the season, Kevin, this Char Valley team played solid defensive hockey all the way through these Penguins Cup playoffs. Got great goaltending by Kohlberg. Their penalty kill was top-notch, coming through with clutch power play goals. And for the first time, maybe all season, battled back from a deficit in the third period to come back and win here tonight.
They allowed 2 goals in 3 games. That not only, I mean, it's a credit to Kohlberg in goal, but to the entire team defense.
Time now for your 3 stars of the game. Your third star of the game for Greensburg Salem, Carter Chirac for the first period tally. Your second star of the game with the equalizer in period number 3 on a perfect deflection, Romeo Isolde. And your number 1 star and player of the game with the assist and the game-winning goal, Chartiers Valley's Tyler Held. Kevin, what a way to wrap up the 2024 season. The Queen serenades the Kings of Class A, the Chartiers Valley Colts. Any final thoughts on this one?
Kind of went the way I expected. Very close, low-scoring game. Goaltender shine. Competitive game. And it was just great to be alongside you once again to wrap up the season and call a Penguin Cup championship game.
Unfortunately for us, with the playoffs moving to the east side of the state, we will not be covering them, so you'll have to find another media outlet to...
Somebody out east does. I don't know who it is.
They are not as well dressed as we are.
Nobody is. As Matt says goodbye to Mr. Ty.
Final score, Char Valley in overtime defeat Greensburg Salem 2-1. They are your 2024 Penguins Cup champions. They will take on Hershey for the Pennsylvania Cup Saturday morning at 11 a.m. in Haverford. For Todd, for Jess, for Dylan, for Lackner, for everybody else who is here, thank you to the tremendous crew from both Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV for the partnership here through these 2024 playoffs. Tremendous work all around, bringing you these great broadcasts throughout this 2024 playoffs. We appreciate everybody's effort for jumping in. Kevin, great working with you as always. Appreciate the insight and camaraderie. And most of all, we thank all of you for tuning in and making these Penguins Cup playoffs as exciting as they were. Thank you for being a part of it. We'll see you next year on Trib Live, HSSN, and TenbandTV. Back out there to take his spot on the third line. As back the other way comes Held. Rising wrister fought off with the blocker by Gonzalez. Oh, Chirac going to give chase. Battling down against Taylor. Forcing loose. Thinking tight save. Kohlberg. And there is no rebound. Good forecheck by Carter Chirac. Colts through center red. Loose puck. Found there by Chirac. Held tried to line him up. Chirac breaks his stick. Well, we're in Cranberry, 84's all the way in Washington County, but 84 Lumber is happening on the ice here.
And Calendar just hit that blade.
And that just Greensburg Salem. Lead feet at the right eye. Here comes Webb, Trans, wrist save made. Rebound loose, Kohlberg. Denial seems it had to come.
Yeah, no icing. It was a shot by the Colts. They're going to get the stretch play. Good read.
Get his skills, case in time. Time comes in, wrister coming. And Kohlberg makes it look easy with the glove save. Defense partner out. Shot taken by come from the wall. Swarzinski, another block, and then Swarzinski finishes it off with a heavy check. Point try from Held.
And then good luck getting past the goalies here tonight.
Addison loses it at the point. And here comes DeAngelis down the left side. DeAngelis passing it over to Calendar with the pass behind him. Soldi has it. Falk finds it. Wrister coming. And firing wide there is Jeremiah Falk. Hines is without a stick right now. Huge hit behind it. 2-on-1. Chirac leads the charge. Passing to the left side. Fink can't handle it. Chirac in tight. Score! They turn it over as he was relentlessly pursued on the play by Outlet. Chirac back the other way, looking to go back to Falk. And it goes just wide. Good defense on the blue line. And just knocked off the puck by Austin Eftonitis. And now we're going to have our first penalty of the game. As taken down with Fink. And down there against Hines. Kushner going to join the fray. Frees up to Kingerski. Kingerski behind the net, looks it over. Webb works his way in front of the cage. It's fed there. And then trickles just wide. Chirac back the other way, 1-on-2. Tries to split the defense. Held got a piece of it. And now Kohlberg comes out as Chirac ends up in the net and takes it with him. Defenseman you're going to see in the classification, Taylor and Swarzinski for their respective side. Hines back to the net. Stick save by Gonzalez. And he keeps it out. Peter able to chip it back to the neutral zone. The puck slowed down by Char Valley's Tyler Held. Held all the way to the net, and that one goes wide, and they're going to, is that icing? Benny's shorthanded, pushes it towards the net, and Gonzalez covers, and then Outley bangs bodies in the corner as we get some pleasantries exchanged. Good work to cut it off there by the CV defense. Chirac finds the puck, comes back out to Kushner. Kushner walks through traffic, fires wide. Webb finds the puck. Sherrock at the right point. Over to the left side. Swerzinski back to Sherrock. Now to Kushner in the right circle. Kushner looking for Webb in front. Tries to go skate the stick, but can't put it on. The neutral zone it comes. Held sets it up, brings it back the other way. Held trying to bring it himself. Chew up the AC/DC. Dinkel got thunderstruck. The stick check there by Swerzinski. Kingerski, though, gets back and takes it away. Kingerski gets tied up with Isolde, and then thrown back. Kushner backhand feed, looking for Sherrock. He finds it. 2-on-2 back the other way. Sherrock with Fink. Sherrock tries to wrist her, and it's blocked. Good defense on the play by Darian Strohsnyder. From the man who blocked the shot, battling for the puck. Kushner there as well. Held able to keep it at the left point. Looks it over. Wrister coming past. Save Gonzalez. Into the corner. Kushner with the puck. Plays it back the other way. Nairn, though, keeps it in. Tries to shoot. Blocked by Addison. Follow-up try. And Nairn fires wide. Takes the entry pass. Gets around Kushner. Nairn has DeAngelis going towards the net. Nairn spins. Back to Held at the left point. Looks it over. One-timer from Callender on the right circle. Fires wide. Kushner back short-handed with numbers. Penalty over. Kushner drags. Kushner through everybody to the net. Pad save. Rebound! And a Cranberry. Swerzinski out with Addison. Held. Tries to get around the diving Swerzinski. Held into the slot and the one-time try from Callender. Recovery there by Taylor, who fell in the corner but then blocked the shot. Fink walks it in. Big slap shot coming. Kohlberg with the stop. No rebound.
Addison.
Face-off won by Char Valley. Zielmanski keeps it in the Callender. Callender trying to work through a double team. Taken down. Penalty coming up. Kingerski touches it. Kingerski trying to push the face-off out. He finds Ty. And here comes Casey Ty back short-handed. Ty up the right side. Good job by Callender to get back and block the shot. Char Valley trying to bring it in front for Callender. Pass behind him. Ty back the other way. And he's taken down. And he'll draw the penalty. Tornabenny. Tornabenny spins it away, sets it up, brings it out. Tornabenny shot. Save Gonzalez. Rebound loose. Tornabenny the backhander. Gonzalez another stop.
That's what they're going to try to get a goal against them.
Isolde coast to coast. Wrister coming. Absorbed and held by Gonzalez as Tornabenny is trying to go around everybody. Kushner drops it to Webb. Webb sets up. Now dropped to Outley. Outley has a good look. Better save by Kohlberg with the glove. Sets up. Moves it ahead. Here comes Sherrock. Sherrock with speed. Drags to the outside. Sherrock in tight. Save Kohlberg. And then the net comes off. Webb into the zone, trying to poke it to himself. Solid defensive play to take it away by Zielmanski. Now Kushner finds it, aims it for the top corner, and fires wide. I think a Colt got enough. 87, Luke Hines. And cross ice it comes to Kump. Kump trying to work his way around Dinkel. Kump taken out. Boom, baby. As Callender battling with Addison, they continue to go behind the net.
Watch out here.
Centering try. Comes back to Held. Through traffic. Blocked in front. Blocked in front. Great job by Swerzinski. He's a little bit hurt from it. Redirect the front goal! Romeo Isolde! Now back the other way. Here comes Fink. 1-on-2. Fink drags. Trying to get around everybody. Fink backhander. Save made by Kohlberg. Sherrock, who's had a very long shift. Gonna pass it to himself up the far side. Sherrock throws it long distance to the net, and Kohlberg will take no chances holding for the draw.
To the point, get in front of him.
Comes back to Swerzinski. Shot, redirect! It's still loose, saved by Kohlberg! Webb on the doorstep, still loose in the referee's loose side of the puck. Pursued from behind, Kingerski! And Held unleashes the fury! Webb to the net, saved by Kohlberg! Feet up the left side. Here comes Chris DeAngelis. Has Callender with him. DeAngelis looks it over. Shot blocked. Follow-up try. And Outley gets there after Swerzinski blocked the first offering. Steal by Nairn. Gets around Swerzinski. Has Callender on his right. Nairn in front. Outley blocks it. And I think he saved the goal. As got a player finished off over there. That's an icing call. And it's bad enough he iced the puck. Then Addison got pummeled by Eftimitis. On the play by Held. Callender back the other way. Across the red line. Callender, wrister coming. Gonzalez off the cuff of the glove, but over the net. Stole it. Now it's loose. Found. Kump. And a sliding effort by Outley to block it and send it out of play. Thrown towards the net. Block. Kingerski going to get an exit here. 1 second left. Kingerski tees it up. And we're going to overtime here in Cranberry tonight. Back the other way.
He's got him.
Gets around Fink. Here comes Callender as the man goes towards the net. It's held. He finds him. Held, looks it over. Shot blocked. As Fink gets back to deny it. It's been out here for all of OT so far.
Numbers 2 and 1.
He's going to find Fink, who has Crystal coming with it. Fink to the net. Looks it over. Wrist shot coming. And he fires just wide.
Hit the crossbar.
Back the other way. Shot on Gonzalez with a mass save. Rebound. Gonzalez keeps it out. And it goes wide all the way around. Held with the puck. Throws it towards the net. It's in! Held from the right point. Puts the nation motion.